What's going on? What's going on,
What's
everybody?
happening?
It's your boy, Mr. Kool Whipp, with the one and only.
OZ.
And it's Straight From Us podcast. We welcome y'all to the hole in the wall. We finna get ready and get busy with y'all on this nice,
Man,
unexpected, nice ass
beautiful.
motherfucking Thursday evening.
Hit 55
Where
degrees.
55 degrees in Milwaukee, where that's unheard of at this particular time. January between February, we should be seeing snow, but I heard that snow
Man,
down south, like in
man.
Florida and
Keep
everywhere
it
else
there.
down that
Keep
way.
it there. Man, listen, the South can keep the
Hey,
snow like
I
slavery.
prefer the
Like,
heat.
they
I ain't
can
gonna
keep
lie.
that
I've been
shit.
getting that itch though. I want to go back there and grab my bike, put my battery back in, but I just know as
Oh,
soon as I pull it out for the first time, I'm gonna have to take that
I
battery
saw a
right
lot of
back
people
out.
on them spiders. They was out here.
Yeah, everybody out here right
They
about
was
now,
out here
huh?
this morning.
We got Big A and DJ Trey joining us tonight. What's going on, fellas?
Shit.
Sound like
What's
somebody
up?
else.
What's up?
Dude, they're not letting me in. What the fuck? Now I see what everybody else was going through.
Man.
Like this shit is bullshit.
But on this beautiful day, niggas act the fool, so they brought them police out. I seen a lot of those today too.
Mm-hmm.
On
Motherfuckers crashing and shit. What you say?
place they had a squad.
You breaking up?
I thought place they have to had a whole squad.
Oh yeah, yeah. They wasn't playing no games. They wasn't playing no games on Village too. They was getting motherfuckers
Yeah,
today.
they out here. Well, I gotta first and foremost, I gotta give a shout out to my brother, rest in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to
Happy
you,
birthday.
Big O. You know what I'm saying? This drink is for you. And speaking of drinks, the drinks was brought to us by, our bartender. He be back here fixing them drinks.
What you say?
Really real. What's going on, real?
It was brought to you by the letter R.
What the hell you got? What the hell you got on you doing some rock today? Oh shit. He brought the Diddy to
Take
the
that.
hole in the
Take
wall.
that. Take that. Take that.
Man, this is some shit right here. We got the Diddy. He
Actually,
done brung the Diddler over here with the Ciroc.
he took away my choice. The bartender had to tip right there. Like normally on certain days I say no, but oh
No, no baby oil. This drink is not called baby oil for everybody that is
no,
watching and
definitely
everybody that
no.
is
No.
intended. Mm-mm.
We are
No baby
not
oil. This
going
is
down
not
that
bad
path.
though. So what you do? What you do? You just said Ciroc.
We got passion and we got vodka. And we
So
got the cranberry juice.
so you mix regular Ciroc with passion fruit Ciroc and cranberry juice. So that's what he did, y'all. He mixed Ciroc, regular Ciroc with passion fruit Ciroc, and added some cranberry juice to it.
Sometimes you gotta infuse stuff to
I should
make
have
it
went. I
work.
should have went and gave him that strawberry cranberry. I would have fucked with that. I got
Somebody
lemon
else,
cranberry too.
what?
Lemonade cranberry.
Lemon. Oh
Man,
shit.
I think when I first opened up the hole in the wall, I had every cranberry juice that can be had. You know what I'm saying? I got every flavor. I had cran apple, cran strawberry, cran watermelon, cran peach, cran strawberry,
Just cram
and now
it.
cran lemonade.
Just cram it. Just fuck it.
Cran. I got all the crayons.
Just
All the
cram
crayons of the crayons.
it.
Shit. When I was opening up the hole in the wall, I expected, certain visitors and guests to come over. So I wanted to make sure I followed in my grandfather's footsteps and I was able to do what needed to be done. What we just missed. Oh yeah,
Oh.
we seen it. I can see her down here. I'm tripping. I seen it, so I see it. We got Shelly Shell joining us. What's going on, Shell?
Can you hear us? I don't know.
I don't know if Shell can hear us. Damn, that thing is still dinging back there. That's Rita.
Shell, can you hear us?
Trey, you can hear us, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Shell can't hear us. Shell can't hear us. She just sitting there looking. Now unless she can hear us. She might have to go out and come back in because I just had to go out. That's how I just got in. I went out and came back in. Um, but man, we got a lot of shit going on out here nowadays, man. The Super Bowl rigged. I knew it was bullshit. I told y'all. They showed the colors was red and green. God damn it, that means Kansas City went back with the fucking Eagles. God man. So we got to repeat this shit all over again.
Hey, Money, money,
So is they
money,
going? So the
money,
question is,
money.
what are we looking at? Because we know they got Taylor Swift and the Swifties powers over there in Kansas City helping them out. So is they finna make Patrick Mahomes the new dynasty?
Three P.
Three peat, but how many
Three P.
rings do Patrick Mahomes got now?
Now this will
It'll
be
be a third one if he
four.
win.
No, fourth.
Fourth?
No,
Fourth.
yeah, I was gonna say
They
he'd
beat
been
they
there
beat
before.
us twice and they beat the Eagles
Yep,
and
Oh,
they lost to the
cause I,
Buccaneers.
cause I know
yep.
they said it'd be
It'll be three.
it'll,
Only one that
it'll
they
be
beat,
a
they
three
was on
peat
the
in
streak.
history.
Yeah, they was on the streak, and then they had to get a dynasty to Tom Brady so he can go ahead and retire, and then they let him come back and get a three peat. That's how that shit went down
That's the
with
only
Patrick
reason why they
Mahomes.
lost to the Buccaneers is because they wanted to make sure that his ass got this three P. So that way
Hmm.
he goes down in history as being
Yeah,
the only quarterback to win three in a row.
and he's a mixed quarterback, so he's not black. So we
Oh
ain't had
yeah.
a black quarterback take it all the way like that yet.
It,
That ain't a history making.
well then, if that's
Too soon.
What?
if we go
What?
in there,
Too
we
soon.
ain't never have a black president because Obama
No.
wasn't fully black.
I mean, but hold up.
Too
We did
soon,
hold
y'all.
up.
Oh
We
okay.
did have two black head coaches go back. I mean, go head to head. That one time, Chicago made it all the way to the Super Bowl because they had a black coach. Give it up for Lovey Smith. Give Lovey Smith a
Look,
round of
I'm
applause.
giving
'Cause
up Lucky Smith, but I can't give it totally up for him because they linebacker, their star linebacker, was a fucking racist bastard named Erlacher.
Urlacher.
So I can't give
What?
it to him.
What
I'm
man?
not doing
I'm
it.
talking about Lovey.
Nah,
Give
nah,
Lovey
no,
his round
no,
of
no,
man.
everybody,
Lovey
no, no.
deserves his round of
No,
applause
let
for
me see if I can
being
find him.
the one of the him and Dungy being the two
And I'm
first black
and I'm doing this
quarter.
shit in protest. But go ahead, yeah, that was for you.
Them two was the first two black coaches to go to the Super Bowl and
Vic
compete
didn't go
against
to the
each
Super
other.
Bowl. Vic didn't go to the Super
No,
Bowl.
Michael Vick ain't.
Nah,
Nah, he ain't never went to the Super
They
Bowl.
took him
they
out
made sure they
before.
got his ass out of there.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the,
yeah. Vic wasn't
You can
going.
you can do everything you want to do to your spouse, but long if you trying to kill them dogs,
Yeah, you can't kill them
they got
dogs.
your
You
cheeks.
could beat your wife ass, but you
Yeah,
kill them dogs.
Gilbert
It's
Brown
a
throw a motherfucker
problem.
hold
on the
on,
whole
hold on,
couch.
hold on.
Yeah,
Hey, hey, look, I'm gonna get Gilbert Brown showed us that.
that was
Hey,
crazy.
he threw her ass over the couch.
Look,
Hey,
He
he,
threw
di-
her
he
ass over the
didn't
couch.
throw.
Hold up, hold up.
He
had to
didn't
admit to
throw.
that shit too.
He didn't
Hey,
throw.
hey,
He
look, hold
smacked
up,
that woman
hold up,
over the couch.
hold
Hey,
up.
look, either way it go,
Hey,
either way it
and
went, she
Gilbert
go over the
and
couch.
Gilbert right now still is a cool motherfucker. That's my nigga.
I
I'm
like
Hey,
still
Gilbert.
trying to get his jersey, and I done seen him multiple times,
his
and
little
we done
brother
kicked it.
was as big as he was.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
that
his
nigga,
me,
like
brother
when
was
he
I
big.
can
walked into the
say
club, like that
I kicked
Gilbert
it
Brown.
with Gilbert and Leroy. Leroy Butler and Gilbert is the two Packers I done kicked it with the most.
Hey,
What's the name? Antonio Freeman still on his cloud nine
he
bullshit.
got real
You know what I'm
fucked
saying?
up. He got real fucked up.
Yeah,
Like
he said he kind of cool.
he took Rail to a party from the, he brought Rail back to the house. I had to pull Rail out the Hummer.
Man, hey.
He
Shit happens.
like
Rita, why are you behind us and
I
in
don't know why I keep
fucking
trying to
what's the
look
name?
get it.
That's Shell back. Okay. So I mean, so what you thought I was gonna say? One thing I know is, goddamn it, I don't care what platform you on. Women get on your last motherfucking nerves, nigga. So just imagine if you an NFL player and you going through the whole 9 yards with these motherfuckers, and all you got to do is just really sit at home and be comfortable. God damn it, sit back and chill the fuck out.
Shell,
That's
can you
all they
hear us now?
ask. Let us be at peace. Just like what's the name from the Ravens. What he do to him? He choked his wife up in the elevator or something?
No, but she punched him. She
Yeah, she
punched him.
punched him.
That's why she told him like it was a reaction.
Look, man,
Because when you punch a motherfucker, all he did was push her off, and then when she rushed,
bro,
like, he didn't mean to, but
bro.
And once again,
Niggas
don't
making way too much goddamn
don't
money to be
hold
sitting there
up.
letting somebody press them.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning because I'm a firm believer it's against my religion to beat on women. It's against my religion to put my hands on them.
Okay,
You know what I'm
so
saying? So
no,
listen,
nigga, and you don't make
hit
half, you
me,
don't make a third of the
hit
money.
me,
Yeah,
and I'm
he
gonna
makes, so
hit
he
you
need
back.
to cool the fuck out.
No, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
yeah.
Keep your hands off me.
I'm making $4
I
million
keep my
a year.
hands
You
off.
can do
We
whatever
can
the
call each
fuck
other
you want to
bitches
do
and
to me.
hoes all
Guess
day.
what? There'll be a new bitch next
No,
year.
no.
Dude said, I'm making all that money. I'm calling the police on your ass. That's
Yeah.
the first thing I'm doing.
No, my nigga, I'm saying I'm calling the authorities. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying.
The
$4
one
million
who
a
called
year. Fuck all
the
that.
one who pick up the phone and call the police first, the other one's going to jail.
Hey,
Exactly.
Y'all
hold
know
on,
the song.
wait. I didn't actually press charges when I did that.
What you did it, right?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
called the
he did
police
it.
on
Okay.
Shantae.
So
When we
Yeah,
was in
he
Green
called
Bay,
the police.
yeah,
nah, you
we
know
was
what?
in Green Bay. I had,
Hey, call the
oh
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
police.
I had to.
Hey,
That
And
motherfucker was crazy.
bro,
it's
what
certain
happened was
cities and it's certain
we was
counties that you
hold,
have to call the
hold
police
on.
first,
We
Gotta
was
especially
call.
we
in
was
Wisconsin.
getting
No,
we
he
was
had to
getting
call the
into
police
hold on.
on.
We was getting into it, and we just moved to Green Bay. And I'm like, hell no, this is a white town, so I'm not finna. So we was getting into it. So I called the police, and she was like, "You ain't call the police. They came knocking on that door, Green Bay Police Department." So I had her go upstairs. I
Hey,
put the report because I'm like, I'm not finna go to jail. And he was like, good thing you did because if they'd have heard y'all arguing and caught, we'd automatically have to come get you.
no.
Yeah, they got to
Motherfuckers
take
is
you.
gonna have to make it to the pistol first. That's my little cousin. I know that motherfucker was crazy. So yes, I'm happy that you called the police.
Hey,
Lord
hey,
rest your
Trey.
soul.
Hey,
Lord
Trey.
rest your
No.
soul.
So what? Hey, so Trey, is you calling the police or is you going Donkey Kong? Which one you doing, bro?
No, I've done it before. Now and again. I send
You
that
breaking
mom ass to
up? You
jail
breaking up? You
real
breaking
quick.
up?
Say it again, Trey.
She going to jail.
There we go.
She going to
There we
jail.
go. So fellas, that's
With
what
it.
we telling y'all right now. When they get in your face, when they get in your face, send their ass to jail.
We gotta put that on there what they saying.
Send their ass to jail. Yes, you do.
Because
Yes, you
it's
do.
gonna
Because it
echo.
echoes.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
echoes.
You want it?
Hey, I did the benefit of doubt to let you see it right in front of you now. So now you can see what we
Just to see
doing.
it, but she
So
want to
for
hear
those that
it.
don't know, we got guests all in the back of the studio. My sister then brung her ass up in here. Rita Beta is behind me, the mother of the church,
Family.
the evangelist. She's back here, y'all. My
Evangelist.
my two cousins is sitting off to the other side of us. They don't want to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? They sitting over there chilling and having them some drinks and stuff. They drinking some wine. You know, the top of the
Wine.
line fine wine. That's
Wine.
that's what they own right now.
Put the
So
pinky
we
in there,
we we,
wine.
we got guests in the background tonight, y'all. So it is we gonna see how this show gonna go.
Oh,
We gonna see how
this
this
is
show gonna go.
this wine called Dragon. That was shit was pretty good.
X
Just dragging.
It was
XL
It's Dragon.
XXL is pretty
Yeah,
good
good.
Okay,
too.
no, that's
Some of that shit is thick. I don't like
Yeah.
the green apple. I was pissed off with the green apple. I'm gonna tell y'all another wine that's fucking great. Mad Dog 2020. It's fucking great.
Oh
No, fucking no.
no.
Wild Eyes Rose,
Fucking no.
Wild Eyes
Fucking
Rose
no.
is fucking great. I'm
Fucking
telling you.
don't
no.
get that nigga
I'm
started.
telling you.
Fucking no.
He's still mad.
No,
No.
no, that's Cisco.
That's shit.
Cisco is not fucking great. But
211.
Wild Hours Rose and Mad Dog 2020, I'm telling y'all, if y'all want to get y'all some, fuck them honey packs. Don't do the honey packs and shit. Fuck the knockoff Viagra's that you buy from the gas station. Get y'all some damn Wild Hours Rose or some Mad Dog 2020. And if you're really feeling freaky, mix Mad Dog 2020. Mix Mad Dog, mix Wild Hours Rose, mix Stella Rose, and add some Taylor Port up in there.
Don't let him
Shake
send
that
you
up.
off.
I'm telling y'all.
And you gonna wake up
No,
in the
hold up.
county.
Hold up. It was tested.
You
It was
gonna-
tested and approved.
You gonna
For the
wake up in
ones
the
that was
county.
being smooth. For the ones that was being smooth. Oh, I got some compliments and some thank yous on that wine that I gave folks at that particular
No,
party.
never do
So they
that.
wanted some more. But I can say there is a disclaimer. Just like any medication that you take,
Man.
it comes with a side effect.
Side of
Of course.
Now,
county jail,
the side
homeless,
effect is no, it don't give you a
pissing on
hangover.
yourself.
Bullshit it not. It don't give you a hangover.
more,
But
more effects of
it
waking up
is one
somewhere
or two
you didn't know where the
things.
fuck you
It's
was.
one or two things. Either you gonna be fucking or you gonna be fighting.
Or you
One
gonna
of the
be
two.
walking down the street
Or you gonna get you some good sleep.
singing old slave songs and shit, not knowing where the fuck you are. Thought you was on 27th Street,
Y'all
but
got
you was
people
on
waiting
East
So
on
Side.
y'all
so
love.
with that being said, y'all know what time it is. It's time to take a trip on down. This shit actually tastes like wine. I ain't gonna even lie. This shit
But
tastes like wine.
before we go down the Yellow Brick Road, we just found out something that we're gonna have to make a toast to. Wisconsin is the most drunkest state in
But
the
we knew
United
this.
States.
Hello.
We in this
We knew
bitch.
this.
Hey.
Now let's go
I'm
down.
over there drinking on.
What's
So
up,
rock.
Shelly Shell? Our bartender,
Hey, I finally got on. Hey, brother. What are y'all drinking on over there?
he made us some Ciroc Passion.
Passion.
So Ciroc
Oh,
is regular Ciroc with Ciroc Passion, and cranberry juice. It's
But
not bad. It's
okay.
pretty damn good.
let's get to it. Now, I'm more shocked of this one because this man made some affordable shoes because he said everybody couldn't buy Jordans. So I hope he really didn't go down this path that they said he is.
So they saying that your boy Shaq is just like Diddy, if not worse. So back in 2011, the police were investigating Shaq for something that happened in 2008. There was this guy by the name of Robert Ross, who was a friend of Shaq in the music industry. Apparently, there was a party at Robert Ross's house. Shaq was there. He was also married at the time. Shaq apparently slept with this woman, but he was videotaped when he did it. Robert Ross held on to the videotape for many years without telling Shaq that he had it and decided to show this sex tape to Shaq's wife, which is now his ex-wife. When Shaq found out that Robert Ross was behind this, he apparently went to this gang member, Liddell Rose, and told him to go and by any means necessary recuperate this tape from Robert Ross. Liddell Ross, along with 6 gang members, would then go searching for Robert Ross, made their way into this man's Rolls Royce, pointed weapons at him, took him back to Liddell's house, and demanded for him to return this tape. So they saying that your boy Shaq is just like Diddy, if not worse. So back in 2011,
Man,
So man, hey,
man,
look, I'm gonna say
man,
this. I'm gonna say this.
man.
I had
Please no,
a,
Shaq.
I had man. Look,
Is this some
you gotta by any means necessary. You gotta get your shit for one, nigga. You videoed me without my knowledge and
Consent.
everything else, without my consent. So there's a problem with that in a whole nutshell.
bill
So with that being so with that being said, so with that being said, I had a situation like that with a dude up at the shop, and the dude up at the shop, man, he wound up holding on to one of my tapes, and I had to do what I had to do to get my tape back because dude was full of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in the same token, I'm not mad at Shaq. I'm gonna say that. So now whatever somebody else do, you know what I'm saying? He ain't telling him to go kill him. He said just go retrieve my tape.
But he
By
said
any means
means. Any
necessary.
means. You forgot the
And you
major
took
part.
6 other gang members with him?
Dude,
No.
pulled up on the man in his Rolls Royce. Left him with no choice but to get that shit up. But I wouldn't expect Shaq to be going through situations like that anyway.
Man,
Especially after not the man that told Kobe to eat a dick.
hmm
What's up with
But I mean, look. With that being said, at the end of the day, y'all ain't finna tear down Shaq like Diddy. Y'all ain't finna put Shaq in. I'm gonna have Shaq back on this motherfucker. I met Shaq personally. He's a good dude. He he
I'm gonna
he do what he had to do. He had fun.
yeah, but
Shaq is
I
a
didn't
very
even know
cool
the man
person.
was really under investigation. They was
But
looking
I
at
mean,
him.
my whole thing is this: when it's all said and done,
y'all think y'all special.
when it's all said and done, the whole thing is this: he needed to retrieve property, just like O.J.
Man.
Simpson did.
Oh no, OJ, that was just you can't show up at the hotel with the pistol like they don't know who you are. Like OJ just didn't give a fuck. But Shaq wanted his shit back, so
hmm
I guess that's how it went. But let's go. Hold on. I'm gonna
What?
get the producer some time.
Oh yeah, producers. So go further on down this yellow brick
Yeah,
road.
good
We
yellow
got
brick
we
road.
got more guests kicking in tonight. Whoa, hold
Now
up.
I told dude, bro, give me 200,000 and 25% of the record going forth. And I'm not gonna sue you or nothing, bro. Cause you done already made money off my thing, and you done made people choose sides in the industry. You done affected me in that way also. This dude thought I was gonna tell him 2 million. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you 2 million. I don't own 100% of it. Give me 200 grand, bro, and 25% of the record, bro. Dude was like, man, okay, bro. Can I meet you halfway with 150? I'm like, bro, I gotta get the 200. I'm already spending 30 to my lawyer to sue you. He like, I'm a fan, bro. I'm like, bro, if you a fan, I blame the label. I say, well, I blame the label more than I blame you. You could have called me, but I blame the label because they knew. He said, man, I was supposed to tell the label. Now, when the suit come, it gon' bro, you gonna pay me for emotional damages, Instagram, everything, bro. Telling this dude this, like, bro, you know, cause I want Rod Wave to sample my shit again. Nigga doing numbers. I told dude, bro, give me 200,000 and 25% of the record going forth.
You know, Boosie always been a businessman in the hood.
Boosie's all about business. So that's why Rod Wave is canceling all his goddamn concerts, because his concert here just got canceled.
Again.
They got postponed at first, but now it's canceled.
What?
Because he got some, he owe Boosie that money.
Yeah, so shit, he needed to keep on doing all the fucking what's names that he's supposed to do. That's what the fuck he need to do.
Milwaukee. Trust and believe that.
Now we ain't talking about Boosie Love Milwaukee. Boosie is suing Rod Wave for some money for a song that he did. So
yeah, he tried to pull some underhanded to where like he said he was gonna blame the label, but old boy admitted that he didn't even tell the label. So it just, I don't know. Rod Wave, that's the one is with the depressing ass music.
Yep.
Some of it is.
The majority.
Like majority of people in his concerts be crying like it's Michael Jackson or something.
One of my little ones, she is in love with Rod Wave. She just knew she was going to that concert.
But that's their generation,
yeah.
though. You know, that's their generation. Like, you know, we raised on a different platform and plane.
Man, like all my family came in attendance. Not all my family, but a nice chunk of them came in attendance tonight. I'm looking like, boy, surprise, surprise, surprise.
So let's get farther down this yellow brick road. Now this one, I guess it really hit home to where I'm just gonna let him say how he felt about this.
How you in the camera?
For all the hate, I'ma answer it with love. Y'all can't hate enough on me. I love too much. We gotta learn to pick each other up instead of pulling each other down. All out till you ball out, or till you fall out.
There's plenty of fallout for Snoop Dogg after performing at Donald Trump's inauguration.
We agree to disagree a lot, and it ain't always on the same page. Get your life right. Stop worrying about mine. I'm cool. I'm together. Still a black man. Still 100% black.
The rapper speaking out on Instagram after reportedly losing over 500,000 followers on the platform. A move triggered by angry fans who aren't cool with Snoop performing for 47.
We gotta learn to pick each other up instead of pulling each other down. That's what we great at as black people. We great at tearing each other down. You could be up one minute and they'll try to pull you down the next.
Online critics also calling out the rapper's change of heart from 2017, when Snoop condemned anyone appearing at Trump's first presidential celebration.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out one of you Uncle Tom for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first?
While Snoop's the one now getting roasted in 2025, he's not feeling any heat amid the backlash.
I'm a strong black man. I'm cut from a different cloth. Can't tear me down. I'm one of God's child, one of his children, and I'm taking the load.
Another music star on the defense, Nelly, who along with Jason Aldean and Jewel were part of last week's bash in DC. The Ride With Me rapper telling CBS News it was just another day in Hollywood.
I mean, I've been catching haters my whole career. You know what I mean? Like, I always try to think forward. I always try to stay positive and think that what I'm doing is in the best interest of uniting.
Nelly uniting and Snoop Dogg showing love in the face of divided fans.
I'm gonna answer it with love. Y'all can't hate enough on me. I love too much.
There we go. Snoop Dogg. How do y'all
Hey, 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 hey,
like?
hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Come on, how do
Hey, chill
y'all
out.
feel about that? That man, when Trump first came around, he was talking all dirty about him. Now he over there partying with him and shit.
Man,
So
like they said earlier, it's all about the damn check. But Snoop Dogg, man, he stuck. You know what? We talked about this last week when it came down to it. Snoop Dogg playing both sides of the fucking fence. That Martha Stewart fatter than Martha Stewart check came in, so that motherfucker went to go perform. At least Nelly had somewhat of an argument because Nelly never said nothing about Trump and his beliefs. Nelly was more like, shit, this is the first time I ever by any president got asked to perform at the White House. So he said to me, I just like the opportunity to be able to say I performed at the White House. That was his thing. I ain't listened to the whole entire interview, so I can't go in depth into it. But I will hold Snoop Dogg feet to the fire more than any of them. Rick Ross, come on, man. Rick Ross in debt, so he got to do whatever the fuck he got to do for money.
So wait,
That they said that motherfucker more on his own line because
so
he in
wait.
debt.
But what do y'all think my response is?
you already said what you had to say.
Fuck all four of them niggas. Fuck off. They're sellouts. They
Mhm.
fucking sellouts. They
All four.
know.
What other one
Wait,
am I missing?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier
It was
Boy,
Oh,
Soldier Boy, Rick Ross,
Snoop
Nelly, and
Dogg, and
Snoop
Snoop Dogg.
Dogg. That's bullshit.
oh
No.
shit. That was Trump trying to show how black he really is
No,
in
you
tune.
know what it was?
Get the fuck out of here.
All of them motherfuckers got some type of incentive to be able
Yeah,
to
to do that.
perform, right?
But see, hold on.
Wait. Snoop Dogg got $250,000 a day to be at the Olympics.
Hmm. Yeah.
When he was announcing at the Olympics, $250,000 a day.
And Soldier Boy probably got them Trump shoes
No, Soldier Boy, it's something he ended up getting. Nelly got a residency at
in
in Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah.
And then Rick Ross, he ended up getting paid like an obscene fucking amount of money. They sellouts.
Yeah.
They sellouts.
But hey, we said this on the last podcast also. The Black Messiah and Judas, right? You keep putting black motherfuckers that's close to you next to you to keep on either getting you put you in the in the situation to get fucked up, first and foremost, or they kill you they goddamn self. So they put a motherfucker next to you to do shit. They got motherfuckers that everybody supposedly look up to because ain't nobody really looked up to Nelly in a long time, especially
Snoop,
Soldier Boy. But Snoop is in that limelight right
yeah,
now.
Snoop is still in the best position. You know how many
Hmm.
followers he lost, but it still didn't make a damn difference to that
Man,
man.
It didn't make a
type
difference
shit.
It's
yet.
still,
It didn't make a difference yet. To me, remember, it's not hard to be known. But what are you known as? If you're known
yeah,
as a sellout,
It should be two
you know
seats
what I'm
over
saying?
there. Mike,
Eventually,
just
it's
take
going to
that
come
cup
back
out
to
there.
bite you in the ass.
yeah, but not now.
No, not
Not
right
now,
now.
not
But
now.
but remember, that shit takes time.
You know, how he hooked up with Martha Stewart, he figured let me hook up with Trump and get this presidential campaign money.
Yeah, and really, that's what that shit is all about. So, motherfuck Snoop.
Death row.
I ain't never
Now here
really been
comes my
that.
left
I
blow.
I ain't really been that much of a Snoop ambassador any goddamn way. So I can give a fuck less when it comes down to Snoop.
Yeah, but
You got another
That
one,
shit
or
break.
is this the last one?
I'm
well,
from
that's
California.
it.
That shit broke the shit out of my heart. Fuck me.
But you
Man.
gotta,
Fuck his
you
mama,
know,
all them motherfuckers.
so
So I'm gonna go around on this panel real quick because this the last one of the what's name before we go into our actual
the
topic of
topic.
the night. Shell, what's your thoughts and opinion on Snoop Dogg, Nelly, and all the rest of them?
I don't think she knew.
Trey, what's your thoughts and opinions, bro?
They all about that money.
There you go.
Big A, what's your thoughts and opinion? You chop, chop, chop.
Chopped and screwed and screwed.
I think Big A was saying they all about that money too. So I mean that's what it is. Everybody with eyes can see that they went and did that shit strictly for the motherfucking money.
But hope it
So
was worth it.
so with that being said, now it's time to go into the topic of the night. Tonight we talking about what we consider modern day slavery, the work trade. Everybody going to work for some motherfucking body, being forced to work for certain funds, should we say, that ain't enough to be paid for that particular job. Working hours that ain't worth, you know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is this. I'm gonna start it off with salary. I feel like they forcing people to work for salary is setting you up for modern day slavery. Because of that means I'm gonna throw a substantial number out at you. I'm gonna throw a big number out at you, so that you don't understand to do the breakdown of this big ass number to the fact of that you work 7 days a week, 12 hours out of that 7 days a week. So out of that number that they gave you, you was working $7 an hour.
Never that.
$7 an hour, open to close.
Maybe. So
Maybe.
like I
Right.
told y'all before, I'm salary. I
Hmm.
make a salary. I'm distribution
Salary is
supervisor.
different.
Salary, you have to be able to plan it. And if you plan it and you train your staff like you're supposed
Hmm.
to, I got my staff training where I can get 4 days off a week if I wanted to, but it's just you just have to be able to train the people that's under you to be able to do like if you a supervisor, you have to be able to train your people to be able to do what you do.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. All depending on what job you're working, because like you said, you can say that, and I know that job. We both worked that particular type of job before, so I get that. Like for most people that's in some type of retail sales or something like that, it's guaranteed half your staff is gonna call the fuck off. Something that
Yup.
came up. Hey, I done had a motherfucker tell me, man, I gotta take my cat to the hospital.
What?
My
And you
cat
better
had a
respect it.
bloodshot vessel in his eye. I had to take my cat to the hospital.
I do you one
You
better.
better respect that.
Ask somebody
I
tell me
think
that
only
their
white
grandma
people do
died.
that
Their
shit.
grandma died, right? They had used that same excuse in March, and this was September.
But see, the crazy part about it is, how many times? I mean, I guess like a motherfucker like that, you just want to kick him in the nuts. Cause like, how many times you gonna say your grandmama died? Hopefully, your grandmama already died. You know what I'm saying? That you gonna keep using that type of fucking excuse. Why talk that up on people? That's some fucked up shit.
But
But once again, though, real quick. But even if you salaried as far as for a job like that,
Hmm.
remember that's when the salary kicks in.
Hmm.
Most of the time, if you on salary, you smart, train like you're supposed to. Then when a motherfucker do some shit like that, especially in retail sales,
Yeah.
they gonna fuck up. So you gonna have to end up clocking in and doing your 12 hours or whatever it might
Yeah.
do. That's when the
Because
salary kick in.
like with me, I was smart when I became manager at Cricket. I told them I need my hourly because my staff was constantly calling in and I was opening and closing. So when I was opening and closing, oh, when my check came in, I wasn't even complaining. It was what it was. I mean, we opened at a decent hour, we closed at an okay hour. You know what I'm saying? So it was manageable.
but
So, but I got paid hourly. So when my staff called off, I still got paid my money. So I was good. But I didn't watch other motherfuckers come in open. They had to stay to close. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have a choice for at least 3 to 4 days out of their work schedule. I done seen motherfuckers had to come in on their off day and work, whatever hours they work. Some work open to close, some work a mid shift to close. You know what I'm saying? It was different things that happened, but they were salary
at least it ain't the leave it to beaver time. You know, they had them niggas doing what 12-hour shifts every day.
Every day.
every day. Yeah,
Every
they
day,
had that
like,
shit, but they had
throwing
12
them
hour
pennies.
shifts, but they had like 4 on 3 off. They had 4 on 3 off. You got to remember that. So when they had that shit,
But the pay didn't make they dollar back then isn't worth what it is now.
of course it ain't. Of
So it
course it
did.
ain't.
So it
But
didn't add
but
up.
think about it. It did. The cost of living was down back then. So like you got to remember, nigga, when we was going to the corner store buying 10-cent little Debbie cakes, man, them same little Debbie cakes is like a quarter, and they didn't got smaller. The
But
bag of chips that was a quarter,
the
the
thing
bag of
about it,
chips that was a
the
quarter
cost of
is
living.
is 59
Hold
cent
on, the
now, and
cost
they
of
smaller.
living was low, but the pay was low too.
Man,
It
but
never that you never gonna make more in a job that your cost of living is not
so
gonna all
so
add
so
up.
I got to correct you on that part real quick because this is where people get it misconstrued. It ain't about just the cost of living. Because most motherfuckers live above their means. So if you bought you a house and your house is fine and you made this money, now since you making more money, you decide to say, hey, I'm making more money. Now I'm finna go get a bigger house. So now that I'm finna go get a bigger house, guess what? Now you back to living paycheck to paycheck because now you gotta make the ends meet for what you did. You didn't put yourself above your means. If you would have still had that same house, if you would have still had that same house that you've been happy with this whole
But
time before you made extra money,
I'm on
you would be able to
what
have that
But
that
what I was
vacation
saying,
money.
like I was saying, regardless of where you go, a job, no matter what state you is, your job is not gonna go over the. They're gonna keep it to where you get paid so much amount, and your cost of living, like gas and all that, is all gonna equal out, regardless of the fact.
So that's just like right now, man. They had to give everybody a cost of living pay raise.
No, not everybody.
No.
So go ahead.
The majority got it, because I know I got a cost of living pay raise.
Yeah, but that's only if the company that you with is a federal company or not federal but nationwide company,
Yeah.
national company, right? Then they always got to try to match whatever the natural average is. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The national average. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why they'll do that. If they're too far below that average, then of course, you know what I'm saying, then they gotta raise it up. But you got states like where I'm from where, you know what I'm saying, the minimum wage is at $15 an hour right now. But the cost of living out there, you
It's
know what I'm
so
saying, the
ridiculous.
average like where I'm from, shit, the average cost of living where I grew up at, $120,000 a year. So they gotta make sure that something end up going up.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. When it's all being said, man, like the cost of living back then is different because everything was cheaper back then. So the cost of living was cheaper back then. So that's why the minimum wage is what, like $4 an hour, $5 an hour minimum wage. So that's what all that was back then. So now, as the time progressed, the cost of living keep going up higher. You know what I'm saying? Just like think about it, man. We was paying rent. My rent for a 2 bedroom house, nice size bedrooms on top of that on 14th and Finn. We just talked about this, and I had the living room and dining room. You know, the dining room that you could put a whole pool table in if you choose to. If you had a bachelor pad, or you put the family dining room table in there where y'all supposed to sit down and eat at. Blah blah blah. I was paying $450 a month for that.
Shit, I'm pissed.
Where now that should be like eight, 900, 1,000
Shit, I'm
for a two
pissed.
bed.
I'm pissed for the whole house, 4 bedroom, whole house, basement and all.
We got
I was
Yep
paying
Man.
what, like a
Yep Man is
band or
checking
so.
in.
Yep.
Yep. It's the Yep.
Yeah.
What's going on, Yep Man?
But shit, like me, shit, for my rent, with Central Air, $1,000
You
for
said
three
for your raise
bedrooms.
was what?
No, I said right now, my rent $1,000 for 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, and Central Air.
3 bedroom, 2 bath for $1,000. That ain't bad. What area are you staying in?
With Central Air,
With Central Air?
yep.
As a single family, or is that a duplex?
It's like a townhouse.
It's like a townhouse. Well, a townhouse is pretty much almost like a single family. That ain't bad.
Yep.
That's over there off of the Brown Deer area.
Yep.
Yeah, off of the Brown Deer area. Yep. Which that all that's starting to turn Latino over that area.
Oh, shit. So the question for the panel: do y'all feel that it is a point of modern day slavery?
Is what modern day slavery?
Working for these
Working.
companies now.
Yeah. When I look at it, yeah.
Nope.
You don't think so? Why not? Yep, man.
Cause slavery is way worse than working.
I said slavery way worse than working.
Yeah. You say so? So
When
you
you
don't think
when
it's a
you when you a slave, you somebody's property.
True.
Working is hoeing.
But
Yeah.
nowadays these jobs, man, these jobs you used to have a first, second, and third shift. These jobs want you to work every day, all day, regardless if you got a family or not. So it's like they own you pretty much anyways. Half of
But
these jobs, man, you've
that's
been
that's like Snoop Dogg.
with
You
your
ain't gotta do it, but if you do it, then
What you say, like
you
Snoop? Huh? Like
sold yourself out.
oh, when you fill out that application. But
But
shit, like
but you say you need some clarification.
no, I said when you fill out that application.
Shit. I just don't know, man.
This the only planet where you can't live for free.
Type shit.
It's the only
Type
planet
shit.
where you cannot live for
You
free.
definitely can't live for free. And I mean, shit, your dollars is taxed every goddamn time. Hey, Lord forbid you get a bonus. Everybody always want to geek you up for a bonus. The only one that be happy about your bonus is Uncle Sam.
Man.
Because they take over half your shit. Uncle Sam is worse than the wife.
That's why I
God damn it.
say I ain't picking up no bonuses or none of that unless you can put it on a gift card.
Type
You
shit.
don't
Put
put
it on
my
the
shit.
gift
You
card.
don't
Don't put it where it can be
yeah.
taxed.
If you got to put it on my check, then I ain't doing it. If you can't put it on the gift card, then I'm like, okay, never mind.
Trey,
Because you get 150 for a bonus or whatever, you only coming out like probably $75 of that motherfucker.
Trey, what's your thought and opinion, bro?
No bad. I was on something else. No, it's not the same.
You say he just left it at. Nope, it's not the same.
Oh, he was saying something, but it went there. He's still talking.
You gotta
No,
think about it.
the screen around.
Slavery, you was being beaten
But
to
that's why we said
get certain jobs.
modern day slavery, modern day slavery. They know for a fact they can't beat you because you might kill them. They can't beat you.
I don't know about that.
They beat you with the hours that you have to work.
What you say?
No, we don't want to. No, just hit the button. Cash, go get my baby.
What
I
you say?
said you're getting beat with the hours that you have to work,
Yeah.
especially when you're working 12 and 16-hour shifts every day.
Cousin,
Yeah.
I don't mean to crash your little situation and everything, but you know what? I crashed it again because you're mine. Look.
Only on straight from us.
The woman in the house is really taco. You don't tell me what to do to mine. You don't tell me what to
Y'all
do.
sound like y'all having a party over there.
Ooh-wee.
Ain't nobody tell me what to do. What would Cash go get your fucking baby? They ain't baby. Cash ain't with the baby. Cash didn't drop the baby off. Cash didn't drop the baby off.
We done talking about modern day slavery. What happened?
Everybody,
Well,
We love you, cuz.
you know, we got a little straight from us.
all right.
Have a good night. Kick your rock ass on up there too. Tell you sure while you at it. Your ass.
Oh my goodness, what the fuck?
Your ass clean the fuck up. Who you act? Who you call a tramp? Did you call me a tramp for real, nigga? I said
Tonight on the Back of Us podcast.
And I would hate to be honest.
And what's funny is it's gonna be the best ratings.
Back up, fuck.
It's gonna be the best ratings.
Oh my goodness.
Guess y'all going to pick another
Oh my
topic.
goodness.
Oh,
Uncle Michael, you got it coming. You better quit fucking around with me. For real. Keep being tramp. Oh, no, I gotta go to my house. This bitch called me a tramp.
Oh my
Bitch,
goodness.
y'all the tramps. Y'all smoke. I don't smoke, bitch. Yo, let me go. This motherfucker called me a tramp.
hey.
Bad luck.
Only at the Straight From Us podcast.
It's only straight from
Only us
us.
straight from us podcast. When your family come over, boy, I tell you, it's entertaining. Hey, it's all good, cause right now, hey, I can tell you right now, I can see my messages coming through. We got views kicking off. Views just went up. They like, oh shit, is they finna fight in the hole in the wall? What the hell happened? The first time I had a tussle in the bar. Hey, we gonna drink to this shit. Needless to say,
I think
as
we
we
need
said at the
another
beginning,
topic
the
now.
drunken state, hey,
I
they
think
was
we
under the influence.
I
Like,
think we need another topic.
they was under the influence.
Yes, I do need another topic.
We need another topic now.
All right, panel, what y'all want to talk about tonight? We didn't talk about the main topic, so we gonna open up the platform. What everybody want to talk about tonight?
I have a question.
What's your question?
Are you going to the little people review?
You say, am I going to the little people stripping thing
Yes.
Hell yeah.
on February 6th?
Yep. No, the date.
At
It's
Silk.
silk.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Promo.
Where you got a 3.0 midget, and you got a what's the other one? The other one is 3.5. The other one is 4.0. The other one is 4.2, and the other one is 4.10.
I'm not. I can't.
You know, damn
I
size. You got
can't.
people
If
with
you try to put them together, that's like three females all together.
You said what? Come again? Say
If
what?
you put all of them together, they make like three females.
You said I know what about three
No,
females?
she said if you put them all together, that's three females all together.
If you put them on
Right.
each other's shoulders, hey, well, no,
I
it's
mean,
about 3.5 because think about it. Average height for women is 5 foot.
With hold up. So with them being novelties, do y'all got to tip them more? Because you know, midgets is a novelty. They not no just regular. You know.
You already know how much
One
you
is a
gotta
door.
tip
One
them.
is a
Quit
door for
trying
you
to
other
pay a
people.
fool
tip
us.
either way it goes.
What'd you say? What'd you say, young man?
I said, quit trying to fool us. You already know how much we gotta tip them.
Look, I don't. I don't know. How much
Oh
do
my
you tip
God.
a half a worker?
As you saying 50%?
It's not a half a
Not
worker.
throwing no quarters at these. We had a
Oh shit.
situation like that one time before.
And what?
Actually you gotta tip them double.
Yeah.
You said what?
You gotta tip them double. That's a fetish. That's
Yeah,
fetish
that's what I'm
strippers.
saying. So you gotta tip them more. You can't just tip them like a dollar or two. You gotta tip them
Yeah.
at
Hey,
least
hey,
three.
hey, man, hey, man, hey, man. Look. I seen what they look like. I just want to go for the
You
experience.
gonna have to come over here.
When we're seeing what they look like, ain't made it to the point that I'm gonna go in my pockets heavy deep. Anybody that know me know I'm not really tipping strippers like that. I'm sorry. You get all you gotta do is go out on Water Street. Shit,
Yes.
all the stripping you want to see is right then and there.
When I
Shit,
was
they walking around asking for dollars like how they do in the strip club. Shit, you play the right song, they gonna bust it open for you right then and there. They don't even ask you for $1 then.
I'm gonna say, like I tell my wife all the time, y'all niggas ruined me about going to a strip club because y'all showed me that I can see everything for free, and I done
Hold up.
seen it for
Hold up.
like
When we was throwing our
what.
parties, we seen
Yeah,
everything
that's
for
what I'm
free.
saying. So like, what is they gonna do that I haven't seen where I can come out my pocket?
That,
These is midgets.
You're paying for the experience.
I had no midgets.
No, I can't do it. I wouldn't have.
Man, I'm like Day Day right now. I kind of want to see what that be like.
I want to see what that be like. You
the
know what I'm
time
saying?
the time I had to tip is I was down in Houston, Texas, and they had a lap dance for $1 to where you had to tip the women because it was a lap dance for $1. So it was like you had to tip. Now I saved a stripper before. She was on the edge of the stage and she wasn't paying attention because I wasn't. I was putting my drink down. She flipped. I had to grab her because she was trying to hit number flow. Number flow. It was gonna be embarrassing. I was gonna laugh. It was gonna be bad for one of us. Like, my
Hey,
strip. What's up?
And you
welcome
actually pay.
Wolverine.
Wolverine? Oh
Wolverine
shit!
to checked in. Wolverine, you all for seeing the strippers on February 5th at Silk?
Hell no, that nigga 7 foot.
Your mic is muted, bro.
You said what?
What,
You
what,
said my mic is muted?
Wolverine, can you hear us?
Our mic ain't muted, but we can hear him walking. It's like he got spurs or some shit on.
First of all, Wolverine better not go. This man like 7 foot. So she already what you say 3.5.
Man, shit, I mean he can't go. Motherfucker gonna see what that shit be like. They probably gonna be jam packed up in that motherfucker for that night. I ain't gonna lie. For what I
Do
see on the
Silk still
flyer,
got
I'm not
that certain
impressed.
dress code?
Yeah, still got dress code. They got certain what's the name? They got all that shit. It's certain, It ain't like you gonna really see them full fledged naked. So
Yeah, because they was like, you can't go in there, you
the
can't
only
have
thing, only
jewelry,
thing you might see is some small butt cheeks. That's it.
you can't
They
look like.
might have some big booty cheeks. They might have some couches.
That's why I said they might have some big booty chicks. That's about all that you might see is some big booty chicks.
I don't know.
That's about it. But once again, if we talking about midgets, T baby the brat. Oh man, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold up. There's a new one. There's a new one. I don't know why they keep sending me midgets, man. I don't know why. But
Because
there's a
you are
new one.
fascinated with
All
it.
the algorithm.
There's a new one.
You were fascinated with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Y'all just tell me how that
Don't worry, brother. I'm making my mission to
Man,
find you a
man, look,
midget.
I'm telling you, this one looked like a baby doll. I'm not gonna lie. She looked like a stacked baby doll. She on TikTok. She cute in the face. You know what I'm saying? But she got like a baby doll type face and shit. It was tripped out.
Yeah, I see you, baby.
All right, lady. Hey, stop letting that get to you.
No, I didn't like what he did.
I know you don't like what he said, but don't let it get to you.
I want baby.
All right. See, with stuff like that, you just sip on wine and let it go on about his
That's
business.
what I'm doing.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. All right, no. All right. Back to the regular podcast.
straight from us, boy. I
Straight from
swear.
us. I tell you, man. Hey,
We
that was not planned at all.
man,
I got to turn around like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I knew something. I knew one that was coming over, but I knew she wasn't gonna come along. That was my cousin that just left. I knew she wasn't coming along, so I was shocked. She got the other one, my other little one, to come over because normally she don't want to be on camera. Well, she was hiding off a camera any goddamn way. Yeah, that was crazy. And then when they brought Uncle Mike in, I'm like, what the hell? Where y'all find this nigga at? When did he start kicking it? Boy, let me find out. Let me find out.
I don't know. we just straight from us and everybody just here right now.
Man, look, I don't even know what to say, man. With that being said, man, look,
You got to start all over.
like I don't know.
hey, welcome to Straight From Us podcast. I'm your boy, like I'm your boy, Mr. Cool. You
And I'm
know,
OZ, like we here.
we here, we back,
No,
we back,
we back.
and we got Really Real as the bartender.
Bartender.
The dog come down.
See?
Dior want to be on podcast? You gonna come put Dior on podcast?
Oh, see. The lady in the house down here checking everything.
I ain't gonna know. She ain't checking everything. She checking on some of the foolery that just went up
man.
there. She just caught. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the hell? And then, hey, man, look, hold up. Hey, I gotta ask, did she steal a taco on her way out the door? My cousin Nikki.
No, she did ask for my taco, but I told her she was going to eat.
Yeah. Okay, so I was curious on that because she came down like, oh, they cook. I'm like, what the hell? Wait a minute.
I'm serious. Like I really like honestly, you know,
I'm gonna have to
normally
put a kitchen door up. You just come straight down, bathroom here, come straight down. That's it. Don't go looking
we
at my
normally
kitchen.
get off topic, but that was just a like man with
That was different. That was complete. That was unexpected, completely different. And like I
I
said,
would apologize, but there's a
when I
lot of black
seen
folks
Mike,
on here, so you know that takes boosts up the
hold up,
ratings.
man. When I seen my uncle Mike, that shit really fucked me. I ain't seen dog in a. Hey, that's that uncle that everybody be talking about. Hey, Real, what's going on, man? What's going on, Real? Hey, man, let me come here, Real. Let me show you this car I got over here, man. You see this car?
That's you, nephew.
That's you right there, nephew.
That's you, that nephew. That's you,
Man.
nephew. But I don't know.
It's crazy. Hey, Proper then joined in. Proper, what's going on with you, bro?
Oh, much love. What's good with you, brother?
Man, look, I'm living the dream, bro. Right now, literally.
Is Wolverine still here?
Nah, Wolverine checked out. You supposed to be checking back in.
So okay, y'all, we having what MC Thursday next week?
Yeah, supposed to be talking biker stuff next week. Gonna bring some bikers on here and see what can happen. But
I seen a lot of people out here on bikes and on them like spiders and all
yeah,
that.
so I
on this
mean
one,
Trey got to come back. Hey Trey, I talked to one of your old club brothers today, bro.
Who's
Called
that?
me up. You wouldn't even guess. You wouldn't even guess when I say old club brother. Old club brother.
I probably wouldn't.
Two stroke.
Oh shit! I remember that.
Really?
Two stroke. Huh?
Really?
Yeah, he always keep up with me, man. He called me tonight, right before we went on live. We was back there feeding the snakes. He was like, "Oh, you feeding the snakes? You know, I used to sell." I swear that nigga, he sold everything under the sun, man. I don't think it's shit on this planet that he ain't never sold.
Yeah.
Trey, you still MCing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Whenever I
So,
get time
so
to.
Big Whip, I just want to start off by saying, man, most blessings to your podcast, you and your boy doing your thing. giving us a a platform to speak.
Appreciate it.
And so most blessing, and I know it's just gonna continue blowing up. So
Well, hey, we trying. Shit, after what we just got last night, that I mean, just a moment ago, that footage, boy,
I'm
I
still
could
gonna
just imagine.
when I was doing that MC thing, my still the popular just MC dude that was for to me was Two Face with his vibrating bike
The vibrating back seat. He had a
backseat.
vibrator in his back seat.
He
Yeah.
had them women like they was going crazy on that motherfucker.
Type shit. Hey, it's crazy because I gotta watch. I'm looking at my camera just to make sure ain't nothing extracurricular going on right now. Oh, it's crazy that you gotta do shit like this sometimes, boy. But like Boosie said, you gotta love your family.
You ain't got to. You ain't got to.
Love your family.
You know.
Boosie didn't went to rap blues, man. Hey, and his shit tight though.
Sometimes
Boosie shit was tight.
blood just make you related. You don't mean you gotta love them.
Mm.
You know, like,
that's the truth right there.
you know what I'm saying? Blood just make you related sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I always tell my kids, I love you, but don't mean I gotta like you.
Yeah, that's true. I tell a lot of people that shit.
Like, I love you, don't mean I
Ain't
gotta
just my
like
cousins, but I tell a lot of people that shit.
That's crazy that you say that, player, because I ain't gonna tell too much of my business, but my kids, I Whip know a little bit. I've been raising my kids by myself for nigga 14 years by
You got some
myself.
grown girls right now, man. You supposed to have extra firearms and be ready.
Man, but the thing is, it's different from a perspective of a black man raising girls versus like female raising their kids. It's not the same love. Like female have that genuine warmth that
Mm.
you can never take away from a kid. You know
Like
what I'm
like
saying?
I
But
like I told my wife when when me and her, she's the form of I'm the
She's a nurturer.
yeah she is how I
nurturing.
put
Yep.
is I'm the ugly truth,
Yep.
she's the beautiful lie.
Yep.
Because I gotta get them prepared for how the world really is,
Yep.
and she kisses boo boos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what like I with raising Nico. I'm the ugly
Mhm.
truth.
And
She's the
and the
beautiful
kids,
lie.
they take it so personal when it comes from a male perspective.
Yeah,
Just because I have girls,
yeah.
so I
Oh, I
can
know.
only speak from that perspective. They
Most
take
definitely.
it so personal,
I got majority girls, only two boys.
Shit,
man.
shit, I got one girl and three boys.
Yeah, like, see, the thing about it
I
is,
see y'all at the daddy daughter dance. That's how I get down. When I get ready to start talking about my daughters and proper, I can say I seen, bro. You had your daughters with you 24/7 all the time.
but,
I, oh,
hold
see,
on,
your
hold on,
daughter's
hold
of
on,
age,
hold
but
on.
see, I did the same thing with my daughter.
With daughters
Yep.
and boys, the thing about it is you got to be so hypocritical because with your daughter, you like hell no, these niggas ain't shit. With your son, nigga,
Trey, stop swinging your
you better
camera. You
get
give
him.
me motion
Like
sickness.
it's that where you never gonna be. It's never gonna be equal when it comes to that.
Yep.
Like with your daughters, you gonna say them. With your sons, you better get up out there.
Yep. It's a
Like,
little different.
yeah, it's most definitely different. Like all my children are grown except for one, and he's 16.
And one thing I will straight recommend anybody, I don't care what ethnicity you are, whatever, I would think twice about going into, like, let's just say, if it's not biracial or biological kid, going to a relationship with, different type of kid, man, it's gonna be a run from your money.
Oh yeah, that's most definitely like I mean, just about the
That's if
last,
you
the
you catch him
last,
if you catch
the
him at a
last
younger age is
three,
different.
just the last three relationships I done had, man. I had ladies that had kids. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? The most difficult was the adult kids, of course.
Right.
Uh, the youngest kid. The only bad part about that is I got attached to little dude, and when we split, that was my little dude. So it was more hurt with splitting from him than her. Like I can get fuck less. You can get the fuck out, kick bricks, the whole 9 yards. But
Right.
that was my little homie. Like we built a bond. Like when she was out there cheating in the next room and everything else, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm holding him down. I had him. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Appreciate
When it's all said and done. No, I just read that. When it's all said, and I was trying to figure out who that was, but when it's all said and done, then adult kids, I felt like I had to fight my spot when it came down to the adult kids because the adult kids was needing. They was used to having their moms in the picture, and
Right.
I said you like the boyfriend, you like their boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? You more they man than they mama.
But
You know what I'm saying? Because you
I
doing
feel,
shit for them that they man should be falling in place doing, especially at the age that they
I
are.
never condoned that whole era when it started of the mom trying to be the friend of the child. You can't be
I
the
hate that.
No,
you
you can't
can't
be the
be the
friend.
friend. We can have family events, yes, but friends we cannot be. We
Because they always cross that
yeah,
goddamn line.
you always call, but it
They
was
gonna push you.
more mothers for some
Protect
odd reason want to kick it, smoke, drink with they like this your kid, not your friend. You need to go find you a friend. That's like when when a lot of people figure socializing in this world is being with their cousins. No, that's not socializing. You got this is your family member, so it's a different different way y'all was raised. So having somebody that you meet in the world and become friends, that's a totally different situation.
Bring it down a couple octaves.
right.
It's a totally different situation. But that, like I said, with that mom thing, making friends with their kids, I never, hell no.
I don't like that.
Well, I got three boys, and I tell them real quick, get off that shit.
Hmm.
Come on, evangelist. Speak up.
She's not an
Leave me
evangelist.
alone.
She's Christian.
It's not even me. Like,
What?
it's like motherfucker that baby mom. He,
What the
he got
fuck was that?
and he
Shit.
got my daughter out. So
Hold up, bro. You breaking up?
no, I said shit. Every time my baby mama got her a nigga, and the nigga fuck around, told my baby mama to keep my daughter out. I been having my daughter for the last 7 years.
That's that whole shit right there.
Right.
I'm gonna
That's
go.
a whole
I'm
other
gonna,
ball. That's like choosing.
that's whole
No,
shit.
no, I don't play that.
Nah, hell no.
I
No, I
mean,
would never do
So
that.
you
and over something
I
that you
got
gave
one.
to.
I got
Because
But
everybody ain't
it
meant to be
happens.
mothers.
It happens though. I mean, I went through that
Everybody
shit.
can't be mothers.
I went through the same goddamn thing. Like I said, that's one thing I can say that made my daughter a stronger young lady. Like not just me on Valentine's Day treating her how she should be treated, going to her school, giving her flowers, candy cars, bears, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the daddy daughter dance, we really just got off it. Fucked it up. Then we got back off into it. And now, she's gonna be technically legally grown next year. But like I
How
said,
old she gonna be?
we instilled. She finna be. She's 17 right now. We
Okay.
instilled everything in her, but now she see me as her father and what I do when I go to work every day. How I'm making sure that they good. How I make sure that they have. How I come in the house, I cook. You know what I'm saying? How
Right.
me and her do cooking and stuff together. We do a lot of stuff that we see on TikTok and do. But then when she go to her mom's house, she see a nigga sitting on the couch scratching his ass, eating cereal, playing video games all goddamn day, and don't go to work, and got to do bare minimum around the house because he gonna tell them, hey, y'all need to clean up, y'all need to do this, but let her tell it. Oh, he's Susie homemaker, cleaning up the house, everything else, but you're always at work, so you don't know what's going on. It's more the kids doing every goddamn
She
thing.
she know
So
what's going on.
I'm gonna
yeah,
say them
so
type of niggas, them type of niggas, I be so pissed off about
Nick,
because nigga,
man.
I'm out here busting my ass, and you getting the same luxuries that a real nigga get. Like, wait a
Man,
minute, that's
mhm.
not fair.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm so blessed that I haven't been through a situation like that. You because I couldn't have nobody telling me no, no. I'm sorry. It'll be
Mhm.
problems.
Oh,
First of
Rita,
all, let
Shell
me.
Yeah.
said hi.
And I
Hey,
mean, I
sis.
mean, with that being said, it was problems, bro. You remember, I was
You
on
was
it.
ready.
But my daughter understood the assignment, and she made sure, like, she'd call and give me heads up, like, if she thought dude was like really finna do something to me or something, but she knew I was ready too. So she'd give me the heads up, but she had a fight with herself because she didn't want me to do something to him, and then I'm gone out of her life. You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
she definitely didn't want dude to come and do nothing to me. So I gave her fight, but for her to be her age, she took on a lot that she shouldn't have to take on because of adult decisions. And this is things where the adults get selfish about. You don't think about the kids, you thinking about yourself too motherfucking much. Well, you
Right.
should really be thinking about your kids also, and that's my thing. I always told them a female can't come into this household and dictate what's going on with me and my kids, put their hands on my kids or anything else.
Right.
This is not something that's gonna happen because I'm gonna extend the same thing to you because I'm not gonna do that to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody raised their kids different when it's all said and done. I raised my kids to be respectful, but I raised my kids to understand, hey, you ain't gonna waste no food because you throw that food in the garbage, you ain't gonna eat. Because
Right.
I'm not gonna cook for you. Because I'm gonna show you how many people down up under that bridge that's hungry. That food that you just threw in the garbage, they would have went right in the garbage behind you, took it out, and started eating that food where you thought that was nasty. To them, they was like, shit, this is a good meal right now. Because I'm hungry. I ain't ate in however long. You know,
Appreciate it.
that's what they be on when it's all said and done. But when you look at the kids nowadays, man, these kids is sissified, hands down.
You ain't lying.
It's a lot.
What's funny what you just saying that I was thinking about this shit earlier. Did Devilish Man not hit it right on the head? When Wesley Snipes said in Devilish Man that they done became a pussy whip version of themselves.
Yeah, like man, like
You know what? It's the music. We can't blame nothing but the music.
hold up, it ain't. Well, you can blame more than the music.
Damn, did somebody
So
flatline?
it do sound like somebody flatline. So guess what? Guess what I'm gonna say, and it might fuck y'all up, but it might open your eyes to some shit. First and foremost, you got to blame your motherfucking self.
True. It
Why you
started in
got?
the house.
Hold up, you know why you got to blame yourself and start in the house first?
Cause
We
it's
was
how you raise
raised.
your kids.
We was raised that we had to get our ass out here, walk to school. We had to drink
Thank
out the water hose. We had to use our mind and go outside. You had to go outside and go play. You know
you.
what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It was times that you begged to go outside and go play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so our parents instilled a lot of shit in us, but our parents had it hard also. So we had the wish sandwiches and the sugar sandwiches, the syrup sandwiches, the ketchup sandwiches, and all that stuff. We learned how to survive.
Right.
But guess what we learned to do?
Cause
We learned to make it easy for our kids. That was our thing. We didn't want our kids to struggle how we struggle, so
That's
we
very
made it
true.
easier for
but
our
you know
kids. That's why our
nowadays
kids are
that's a form of
sissified.
neglect.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, we didn't learn it.
Well, making it easy for them doesn't necessarily mean sissified. I think it still start in the house, and then not only the house, the society. How they sit here saying that it's cool to be, switching over and shit like that, and then allowing these, people to go into like a male turn into a female going into a female's bathroom. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
Yeah,
Oh God, I
I
had to
don't like that
witness
shit
that.
either. I don't like that shit either. I don't agree with. I identify as a girl just so I can go to the girls' bathroom, but you technically really is a pedophile. So you go in
Right.
there and see what you can see, and
Then
that's why. But you
I
know what's so
identify
crazy
as a
about
bank
that?
owner.
The ABC community is trying to make pedophilia a thing that should be legalized because they saying these people actually love these kids because of you had motherfuckers like Elvis that was married. Well, I ain't gonna even just say Elvis. There's a lot of people in that time
You
frame that
got to
was
go
married
back.
to
You got to
younger
go back.
girls.
This shit was back in the day. It was high wing.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about further.
Well,
You
no,
know how it
it was
was.
further than that.
If
I'm
she
not
was
just saying
if she could bleed, she
who
was
made it.
considered as a woman.
Yeah, who made it popular was when the celebrities started doing it. But yeah,
Yeah.
back in the 20s, 30s, probably even before that,
Damn.
a man would always go after the virile young women,
Yeah.
and a lot of times it was all underage.
Yeah.
But remember back in the days though, they could actually get married at 13, 14,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
So even a man, even the boys can get married at that age. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was different stroke for different folks, and it was a different time. Which to me, I think what our issue was when, while we were trying to shield our kids from a lot of the shit that we didn't like, we didn't realize that we were actually yeah. Well, not really inviting them to it, but remember,
Protecting them for
remember
life.
like right now, people are creatures of habit. So back in the days, we all went outside because everybody was outside.
Oh yeah. That was the
Nowadays,
punishment.
everybody
Hell no.
inside.
You
Now,
want your ass whooped or you want to go
you
outside? I
You
take
want
this
your
ass whoop.
outside, yeah. Or I used to get mad to the motherfucker when they say, man, you keep coming your ass back in this house.
Oh,
You
You
ain't
gotta
going
stay
back
in the house.
outside.
Yeah, you gotta stay in the
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
I was like, oh. So now you outside. You man, you got to piss on on the streets or whatever shit.
Hey man, we pissing behind trees, everything else.
I
it
We
ain't
was
used
walking
to
in
called
the
it.
some.
house.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
survival.
hey, dude, hold up. Think
It
about
was
this shit, man.
survival.
Back in the days, you was outside throwing rocks at each other, man. You been to hit somebody upside the head because we was hiding behind the metal garbage can shield lids.
Hey, I stopped
Man,
that after I got my head busted. Nigga. I got
yeah.
hit right in the. Oh, I was done. I was done. I was
I
done.
remember the rock fights, nigga. The rock fights was the shit. Was the shit.
I'm gonna say like our time was the most. I'm gonna say not the smartest, but the most daredeviling.
Man,
We did
once
the
again,
most
once again,
daredeviling ass
we did
shit
a
in
bunch of
life.
shit to where our kids are sissified right now. Like, man, the new drug out here for kids, everybody talking about what the fuck is them rollers called? The motherfucking the Molly and all that shit. They get cell phones. Like motherfuckers can't walk straight without their face glued to their cell phone. You take that cell phone from them, man, they get the itching and shit. It's like they was on
I
heroin.
don't watch them on YouTube. I don't watch them little deaths, them accidental deaths, and half of them was because people sitting here just watching their phone and they won't see like you know how the stores in New York got the basements where you got to go outside. They just walking and walk right into that motherfucker. I'm like, damn.
All right, we gotta start reading those. I see they up on the screen because some people probably catch them, some people ain't. But I ain't seen nothing come on my screen yet. I don't know what's up.
Flesh laws, the trick
Yeah,
bug
normally I
sports.
can see them over here and I can just read them and shit, but I don't know why I'm not getting none of the messages coming through. What's that coming through? That's on YouTube and I'm not seeing it. That's odd. That's odd. I don't know why the fuck I ain't seeing it then.
Absolute truth.
I don't see none of the comments. Yeah, I don't see none of the comments for some odd reason.
That's what welfare was.
Yeah.
We done said that plenty of times on the podcast. That's what welfare was.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But now you gotta work 30 hours, like Trump said, to get some food stamps and shit. At least 30.
Like what's happening now is that now you got the people who thought that the man was going to be this Messiah, this great motherfucker.
He
And then
set it to flame.
once you start making them government cuts, and motherfuckers start seeing what he's trying to do, they start holding his feet to the fire. But to me, I'm sorry,
Now
but
people mad at Trump. Now
no, everybody.
Yeah, I can hear you.
he's doing this.
It's too late.
I see you kept bouncing out and coming back in, but
It's
yeah, I
too
can hear
late.
you.
He done set the United States on fire. He done dropped that match.
Hmm.
Now, like I said on before, only the phoenixes are going to rise from the ashes. Yes, sir.
What's your question?
Debatable factor. Because me and my wife was talking about this, and I just want to get y'all perspective at brothers.
Go ahead.
Now, do you believe? How can I say this? Do you believe learn or knowing about your history
Are you
can do you
doomed to
some
repeat it?
justice in today's society?
You
Say
said
that
say that
again.
again.
Knowing your history, can it do? Is it like any justice that you can do within today's society? Like, can you prevail knowing your history?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Because my thing about that is, I think knowing your yeah, and then no. I think in some aspects, knowing your history, if you can, like I said, prevail from it, then it's good. But I feel like knowing your history in a certain extent, like it can be devastation as well. It can trigger uh aggravation. It can trigger like you know um hatred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like I don't know. It's just kind of hard because it's just hard to explain. You know
Well, no,
what I mean? Like our
what?
kids learning that we were hung, dragged behind cars, all that type of stuff, like
Beat and raped.
beat and rape. Do you think that's good for them to know or bad? Because what is it going to do for them besides trigger like frustration and anger and notice that we were treated like shit and then we are still treated like shit, even to this day.
But the thing about it is, you can't just blame them. You
What?
got to blame some of us too.
Why?
About what are you saying? Like treated like shit. Like majority of the time, we are our own enemy. Like
Well,
it's true.
now
Yeah,
we are. But
yeah.
no, what
Now,
he's saying, we talking about our history. So
His,
here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. A man who does not know his history is doomed to
to
repeat
repeat
it.
it.
So when it comes down to the things that we know about slavery, we know that slavery went on for over 400 years, and then we went through Jim Crow for another 100. You know, what we have to do is understand that when we're being hoodwinked, led astray, run amok. You see what I'm saying? And unless you know what your history is, then you know what I'm saying you'll never be able to recognize it. But right now, what's going on is you got a lot of people who do know their history. They're still accepting the next motherfucker telling them that that won't ever happen again. And right now we're being sold back into that. The reality is, a man that just told you he was about to freeze legislation on civil rights. I mean, I'm sorry, civil rights litigation. You see what I'm saying? That's a man that easily now the civil rights litigation we really gained that gained the right as far as for that in 1964. 1965, guess what they did? They invoked the Voters' Right Act. But that's just an act. So guess what? We really don't even technically have the right to vote. And I think that's what he's going after next. So I think we got to know about what's about to get ready, what happened before. Because guess what? It's the only way we're going to be able to protect ourselves against what's about to get ready to happen in the near future.
and,
whoever
and I
whoever
have to
on
put this,
YouTube, hold
I
on,
will
whoever on
100%
YouTube,
agree. And this is what I mean by the fact of like,
What happened to Yep
we
Man?
know our history,
He
but
got on there.
we don't stick like all the intelligent, let's just say African American black folks, let's just say niggas who have the straight intelligence. We can't come together and prevail and conquer because we can't. I want this is what I would want. This is what I
it's
say
not
because
that we
history is
can't.
good to know, but I want our this is hypothetically speaking. I would want for our history to come to existence and prevail to where we are solid and we are still and nothing can happen to us but prosperous and more blessings. And now we can be considered as equal because me and you were talking about this with even till this day, and I work in corporate and shit like that. No matter what it is, they gonna try to get your black ass up out of there if you up there, like management or anything.
Yeah.
That's what they did to me.
They strategically do it. They're not racist now. They're
Yep.
prejudiced.
No, they're
Hmm.
racist too.
But they can't bluntly just be racist.
Well,
They're prejudiced in certain aspects, like they will only give you certain information just to get you by. But to make you succeed, oh no, they ain't having it. So they got smarter on certain ways to do it. And my thing is, well, I want our history to make us powerful. That's all. I don't want it to, just be talked about and then, it's just something that we just, hey, it was something that said. I want something that be said and then stamped. Because obviously these people with money are either gay, uh, don't give a shit, or I can tell you.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. You don't get you in these next 4 years. You getting what you asking about, because he done set, like I said, he done set the match to where it's gonna be survival of the fittest. And if we ain't gonna be fit, we gonna be under the boot like we was the last goddamn time.
but to me, I think what our problem is that what I'm saying we're first of all we're divided on the stolen land. To me, I just think that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? We need to be unified, and we need to do what a lot of the black Muslims what they're talking about is we need to separate. We need to have our own land that we populate and go back to the way we were. We were our own. We were our own teachers. We were our own doctors. We were our own lawyers. You see what I'm saying? The
That's
minute
how we
that,
survived the what was that? The Great Depression.
yeah,
When
but
everybody was killing themselves because our money wasn't allowed in their banks,
there you go.
so we didn't lose our shit.
No, we didn't.
Yo,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have never seen a billionaire that didn't own a farm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not right now. You got I mean, especially right now, you got Bill Gates buying. He bought up like 10% of the fucking agriculture. He doing that for a fucking reason. Like we're. This is what we need to tap into, and we're not doing it. So we're allowing them to feed us. We're allowing them to be our doctors. We're allowing them to be our lawyers.
Leon Musk, you got him tapping and thinking he doing everything the right way.
Elon Musk. I mean, not Elon Musk. I'll say Elon Musk.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
Nah, you talking about your Elon Musk? Is a bitch.
Yeah, Elon
I
Musk.
do want to
He
say
said
that. You
Leon
know who
Musk.
the most?
Eon, that nigga got a black Jesus.
Go ahead.
I don't know what we'll call ourselves, but not the richest. Let's just say middle class. Middle class, like good, intelligent black people who know themselves. We are the most powerful because we going through this shit. We seeing how the economic society is. We seeing how the difference of a lot of shit that we go through. The rich people, they just live life and let everything come to them. We have all the knowledge. I'm telling you, if we come together as black men, strong black men, I am telling you, nobody can fuck with us. Nobody.
Hey,
Well,
yeah,
well,
man, yeah,
they know
man.
that
What
though.
you got, dude? Because yeah,
They
man
know
is
that.
being quiet as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just listening, but sometimes you got to get to the point, just like in Japan, where they have families. Uh, you can't hold on to everybody that don't want to get with the program and the philosophy to get out of what they stuck in, and you got to start to pay attention yourself that you are dealing with people of like mind, with morals and the cultural understanding that you trying to instill in yourself and your children, and you got to make sure your children are networked just like rich people do with other children that have that mindset to carry over. Because if they friends got that same attitude, but instead of doing that, we put a lot of our children. They go out there on the streets, they meet some ignorant ones, and they totally degrade what we've instilled in them.
Mm-hmm. Shell. I see you. I think you still there. Look like you still there. What you got?
So,
Huh?
you can't still here.
Yeah, I say, what's your thoughts and opinion?
I'm listening. I'm just sitting here chilling, listening.
Well, what's your opinion? I know you sitting
I
there
don't
chilling.
have one.
Oh, you don't have
I
one?
just told you I don't have one. I'm just sitting here chilling and listening.
Okay.
Well, look, I'll touch bases on one thing, and that is if we don't stand for something, we fall for anything.
Right.
So when it all boils down to it, if we can come together, pretty much as a people, and we already know, y'all know I'm big on this. It's 85% of the population that wants to be led. There's 10% that will lead but will mislead, and there's 5% that's actually going to let you know what the real is and teach you.
Yeah.
What my guy just said, that's what we have to do. Yes, the educated, black people that have sense, we have to become the leaders in all of this. But what we tend to do is we tend to allow the ignorant, the ones that that don't mean the black race any good, that's always trying to harm us. We allow them to be the leaders, and that's how we get what we get. Or we allow the rich ones that have already sold their soul.
These colonizers.
Yeah, those are the ones that are leading our kids. Those are our kids' role models.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I said this last week. I think I might say it often on here. I admire my little cousin for a lot of reasons, but the main thing is that he influences his kids. It's not the other way around. He doesn't allow for, Drake or, Soldier Boy or anybody. He doesn't allow them to influence his kids. You see what I'm saying? He's the one. He takes them to, daddy daughter dance. He's the one that takes them camping. He's the one that take. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we need. We need more stand up people in society. And if someone is not fit to lead, push them to the side, and then now let the person who comes out lead. To me, that's how we end up getting the rights that we got now. Is because we had leaders back then. We don't. It didn't even matter whether they, if whether you agreed with them fully or not. I know a lot of people that agree with Malcolm X, but I know a lot of people who agree with Martin Luther King.
Right.
But they both were standing for the same thing, which is black unity.
Right.
Yep.
We allowed them to kill them off and bring us a gang of yes men.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got
because that's
motherfuckers
what they
that was
wanted.
sitting there like Snoop Dogg getting paid off to do
Yes.
shit like Jesse Jackson
Yes.
set up Dr. King to
Yeah.
get taken out. Set the whole thing up, and he was his right hand man. Once again,
Him and Ralph Abernathy. It was a Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
You talk about that's the same ones that had the same thing with killing the president. Like people look at that like how y'all figure like if they quick to kill us, the black man, like and don't get off with it anytime they want to. Nigga, they killed the president. JFK.
JFK.
Yeah, JFK.
A few of them back then.
You know what I'm saying? They killed him. Then who else they killed? They killed Abraham Lincoln. Why? 'Cause he was for the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that was for the people and taken away from them, they got to get rid of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he is the president or not. You know what I'm saying? They killed 2 presidents because they was for the people. You know, it was for change. And they ended up there and killed by the
Yep.
whole.
They didn't want that
people
change
supposed
because they
be
want to change that
protecting
the
them.
people didn't want.
It's the ones that killed them. So it's like, come on, man.
But I mean, but for us though, for African American or whatever you want to call us black, for us,
Right.
we need to understand that 500 years of oppression, 500 years of as a matter of fact, to this day, ask me why we're still, in their eyes, 1/3 of a man. 1/3.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the reason why we had to have the Voters Act to be able to vote. Because they said that we were their property. We wasn't even a full fucking man.
Right. Owned by them.
So what happened, what they did was they pacified us. That's all they did. They pacified us. Oh, we'll give y'all this. Let me give them this right.
Just so they can
Let me give you
feel
this
like,
right.
Just so they can feel important about something. Like they can
Yeah.
feel they made a change.
And
But at the end of the day, they didn't change that.
But what Donald J. Trump is there to do is to reverse all that shit. And that's what I was afraid of.
The Jim Crow law coming back.
All that shit. All that shit. Anybody
So
that
they
takes a run,
can
anybody
lynch
that in his
us
first,
and
remember in his
everything.
first term,
Yep.
he put three Supreme Court justices in. He even stole Obama's. And all that shit was to set you up for this day. To freeze civil rights litigation. You know what I'm saying? All he basically do, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about this. This, in case y'all haven't heard about this. So his first day, one of his executive orders was to end DEI hiring in the government.
Yep.
And then now it's about to start trickling down to other. If you don't know what DEI is, basically it's the equivalent to diversity and inclusion.
Yep. And Target just made sure that they canceled.
That was gonna be the first one.
Yep.
That was gonna be the first. Them, Amazon, Walmart, like you got a lot of companies right now that are about to start rolling back their DEI hiring.
Well, I don't know that because after that plane crash today, he's in trouble for that policy already.
But why is that though, yep, man? What happened?
Because come to find out that they didn't have enough employees and stuff. Because like when he tried to cancel them checks and do them buyouts on them checks, they were short staffed.
Yep.
And then he's trying to roll it back and blame it on black people for something that he put in place that he started a couple of weeks ago when he first got in there and jumped up and did that.
Well, remember he cut government funding, so that basically a lot. What's one of the government funded things right now? It's the FAA. You know what I'm saying? Flight. You know what I'm saying? The people in the what's the name tower? I forgot what they call. But
like the ones that
Flight tower.
Yeah. And the flight tower.
And the Republican Congress had already cut most of it in the last term before leading up to him even getting in office. So imagine a cutback on the cutback.
Cutback on the cutback. You got what they had. They said it was one person doing the job of 2 people, and the most stressful job they say in the fucking United States.
Yep.
So of course they missed that shit. You had a,
Yeah.
if those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about, there was a United Airlines
Jet.
that collided with a Black Hawk helicopter,
Yeah.
killed
Everybody.
67 people,
Yeah.
and I think 20 of them was like I forgot what it was. It was like a team.
It was like
a,
6 of them. There was like six or 7 of them. That was Olympic skaters.
Oh, that's
that
right.
had
Yep.
fun
Okay.
and was with their families and stuff like that. That
Yeah,
stayed
so that's
back
what it was. It
for
was their families and
practice,
shit. Yeah.
and then flew out and ended up being on that plane and everything else.
Yep.
But they showed the helicopters up under like 757s. You got a helicopter flying right up under one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they airspace out there is so bullshit. Like it's something waiting to happen.
But what the air traffic control is supposed to do is to be able
It's
to
control
detect
that. But that's what
because
they're
planes
eliminating.
travel at
that.
a way higher altitude.
Yeah.
But so what was happening was the air traffic controller was trying to land that plane and didn't see that fucking helicopter.
The Black Hawk.
Black
But you wait for to see no Black Hawk because that's what it's for.
Well, no, but it's still sensors or whatever.
Right.
They when they send that sonar, whatever,
Yeah.
they can still sense us in the area. You just can't hear it or see it because it don't have no lights or whatever. But they supposed to be able to
And
catch
there
that shit.
it was three like objects in the air that night. One that was flying by at the time when them two was hitting each other. So that was all in one airspace. All
not
that
supposed
right
to
there.
happen like
So that's what I'm saying. Like everything jammed up in the airspace. So it was like it was just a matter of time for something like that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hate to say it, but the plus part is, as far as I know, because I ain't heard nothing about no casualties on the ground, is wherever they crashed at, it
was
wasn't
over
nobody
water.
up in there. It was over
Yeah, it
water.
was
over
Okay.
water.
Yeah.
Over freezing water. So a lot of them actually froze to fucking death.
Yeah.
So it was like when they first did the search, they only found one dude from the Black Hawk, from the helicopter, and like 20 people from the jet line. And then it's like the water's all freezing. The next thing you know, they find it. It's like they stopped looking for the people and started want to find the parts to
The black
Hawk.
box. They wanted to find that black box.
It's always the black box.
Yeah, you got to find that black box. See
That's
what
what
happened.
they looked for. That's what they found. They actually found 3 pieces, the 3 main pieces of the Black Hawk, and after they found that, it's like everything else ceased down because they found really what they wanted, what they really was looking for.
But you know what's pissing me off is, and I was watching it was like the news coverage, and the motherfucker, the reporter actually really, it made me proud. And it was, if this was the Biden administration, that's all the fuck you would have been seeing on every goddamn news channel.
Yeah.
But because it's Trump, everybody on the hush because guess what? You got a motherfucker that's gonna create executive orders, and anytime you go against dude, he gonna send a motherfucker to your house to
That's
come
why
get you.
everybody in his cabin right now ain't got no real credentials at all.
Oh, hell no.
They all yes men. All have so-called billionaire cats.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
you
There's
got,
come on, man.
got fucking Vince McMahon's wife as the head of education.
Vince McMahon, though.
Vince McMahon, WWE
That's why I
wife
said Vince
is the head.
Linda
McMahon. There you go.
Yeah. The one that gets smacked on TV by Star.
Oh yeah.
Ian started that bit. And this is who you want fucking with our kids, though.
Yeah.
Man, I'm thinking about the time.
Queen of make-believe.
I'm thinking about the time they pushed her out in the wheelchair and shit.
Remember
Bro.
that? Yeah. Remember she's supposed to have been paralyzed in the wheelchair?
Yeah, motherfucker got treated.
Hey, this what happened when you put the Grand Dragon in the White House.
It's all in front of them and shit.
What'd you say? Yeah, man.
See, that's what happened when you put the Grand Dragon in the White House.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers howling Hitler and stuff in press conferences.
Smoke some mirrors. Slide up. No, you good. You good.
Don't worry about it.
Sleight of the hand makes them focus on one big incident and do millions of little things.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Smoke mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors. Just like the whole Diddy thing. They had him doing that shit. R. Kelly. Every time somebody happened to somebody, And it's fucked up, regardless if Diddy didn't do it. Goddamn it, think about all the freaky shit that your ass do.
That nigga
Shit, it's a bunch of you freaky motherfuckers out here that do a lot of freaky ass shit. Some of you motherfuckers use other shit besides baby oil, but
did that shit.
That's all they talk about is baby oil. He used a whole bottle of baby oil.
hold up. The thing is this:
It's
Crisco
think,
oil and shit.
think about all the shit that you do. You know what I'm saying? The only difference about that motherfucker and you is that motherfucker can afford a thousand bottles of baby oil, and you can only probably afford, a case.
Look, man,
But
I bought a
in the
bottle
same
of
point,
baby oil back in 2012, nigga. That's still in my house right now. 1,000 of them. Fuck.
hey,
I'm not
but
talking
wait, but hold on.
about.
What my argument is
I know
this.
what you're doing,
What
goddamn
my
it.
argument is
I don't need
this.
no 1,000
Everybody do some freaky ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you
No, I
straight,
did.
gay.
Wasn't the fall guy.
I don't give a fuck
Did
if
that
you.
shit.
I don't give a fuck. Hey, I don't care. But this is my point. I don't care
I understand
what
what
the
you're
fuck he
I
did
understand what
because of.
I'm talking about.
But what
Well,
that
yeah,
nigga said, he said he like his fish wet and squirming.
Mm-hmm.
he
Like
said
my
that.
bitch
That
wet.
shit funny.
Real
That shit
quick.
funny.
Fresh
So
fish in
the
the
whole case of point is, like motherfuckers keep saying, us as black people, we always shooting down a black person that get caught for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic. We all riding this whole thing. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen them yank up Sierra, I mean not Sierra. What the fuck? The chick,
Cassie.
Cassie, in the hallway and kicked her. I felt some type of way about that shit because
Why?
I don't condone beating on women. I just it's not my thing. It's against my
But
religion. I say it all the time.
so that's number one priority.
hmm
Number two is how the fuck that towel stay on, bro. That was
Nigga,
bullshit, man.
I'm
I ain't
glad it
got no
did.
towel
First and
like that.
foremost, I'm
Yeah, I'm
glad
just,
it
no,
did.
I'm just
As a
saying, bro.
man,
He sure getting
I'm
slapped in
tired.
the
I'm
Get
face.
shit out
tired,
that bitch
dude.
with the
Look,
towel. I'm like,
And
damn,
then
my
tried to
nigga.
drag it with
I
the
you
can't, my
towel.
fat
man,
ass, I
look.
can't walk out the bathroom right now with a motherfucker falling off.
Man,
Fuck
that
type of towel is
motherfucker
that?
just out the blue,
But
that
see,
bitch gonna
Bro,
come
right
I
out.
there,
cannot get a towel like
right,
that.
right there. That's my case of point. We look at certain shit.
That's them Trump
We
towels.
look at
Them
certain
good
shit
towels. It was that
that
Trump tower.
we ain't supposed to be paying no attention to. We don't look at the real shit.
Look, my
We,
nigga,
we think
listen,
about other
listen,
shit.
listen to you. I was joking.
I know you
Only
was.
thing I'm trying to
I
say
know
is
you
this.
was.
I agree with what you're saying.
Right.
We do tend, but here, this is my, and I'm gonna let you finish. This is my rebuttal to what you're saying, though. Even though you ain't finished, but I'm just saying this.
Go ahead.
I need for the motherfuckers who have a leg to stand on to get in trouble, and that way I'll bag that. But if Denzel Washington right now, if they said he did all type of shit, I wouldn't give a fuck what you talking about. That's my nigga. I'm
That's
hmm
my
riding.
nigga.
Yeah.
I'm riding for him.
I'm
But
riding
if
for him. I'm
it's
right
like a
behind
puppy or something like that, I don't give a fuck. I didn't even
See,
like. I didn't like when they
I
snatched
agree
my
with you.
nigga up. I didn't
Hold
like
up.
when they snatched R. Kelly up.
I
And the
agree
reason
with you.
why is
I don't like it either.
because R. Kelly.
The
Don't get
parents
me
was
wrong.
the parents was giving their kids to him.
Well, boy, that's not that
You know
wasn't.
what?
That's not my argument. That's not my argument. Wait. That's not my argument. My argument was this. If you allowed for this motherfucker, first of all, back in 1994, he married a 15-year-old girl. If you was gonna cancel,
Aaliyah.
cancel him then.
Yeah.
See, and I'm about to say this.
Go ahead.
I love that nigga music, but I stopped fucking with him back then as a person.
But you still love his music.
But I still love that nigga music. That nigga make
You
good
can't.
music.
You cannot deny that man music. I don't give a fuck what you
That's
do.
what I just said. I fuck
You
with
got
that nigga
hold up.
music, but as a person, he fucked up.
Anybody from the '90s.
As a
If
person,
you
he
sit
fucked
back,
up.
if you sit back and say I can't fuck with R. Kelly, you's a
still
lying
playing nigga music.
motherfucker.
My
You
kids
got
was
some of the
made to that
best
nigga
sex
music.
ever off of R. Kelly.
My kids
But
was
wait,
made
but
to that
wait.
nigga music.
But
But
why
I
you
stopped
wait?
fucking with him
Well,
as
I would like to say something when it involves like music and sex. I'll be honest, I don't really pay attention to the music. I just be doing my thing. The music never really got to me. That's why. I mean, that's just me. You know, everybody say they make baby love, making music.
Hold up, hey,
I don't really pay attention to
I
that.
can't see proper video is over some of the words, so I can't even read all that.
Okay, I just moved it. Should be okay.
But they be making mad music.
It down here. Okay, so now with me, I listen to some of the words. Like I ain't gonna lie, when I went to the R. Kelly concert, nigga, that was the shit. I was mad about Foxy Brown hugging me because that damn bud pie makeup she had.
She fucked your judge.
Yeah, she fucked my FUBU up, nigga. You know FUBU was a shit at that time, nigga. I had that white and black FUBU sweater.
We don't get you counseling for
That's what, man. No,
Man, that
no.
motherfucker got heard about that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, nigga.
God damn.
That's umpteen years ago. I still remember that shit.
No, nigga, that's a,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
If you said Foxy
Nigga,
Brown,
that was her autograph.
Technically, it was.
Yeah.
Technically, it
he
was.
didn't want the autograph. That's what he said.
I did not.
He rejects that.
Yeah.
He rejects it.
My sister told me to get a hug
You
from her.
supposed to be like the people that tell them stories. Say, then
I'm like,
Foxy
all right.
Brown put her face right in my chest. I got the marks to prove it.
Nigga, I was mad because it took a long ass time to get that shit out my motherfucking sweater, nigga. Fuck that. And that was a fresh ass. That was brand new, nigga. Brand new,
You
fresh.
probably could have sold that shit on eBay.
Hold up, that was
Not
back
no
when
more.
I was materialistic, nigga.
Not anymore.
Back then, I actually gave a fuck about the different outfits that I wore.
You'd probably be rich right now if you would have sold that motherfucker on eBay.
Sold it back then. Not now.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to buy that.
Bro, like
Shit,
Foxy
I remember,
Brown,
hey
you gotta
nigga,
keep that shit
FUBU
in your closet.
was the shit, nigga. I remember my FUBU jersey got stolen. Like, what the fuck? Who steals a FUBU jersey? But that motherfucker was busting, nigga. But shit, hey, I stay fly. I was working at Silver Star back then.
Let me just say one thing. I got Silk the Shocker autograph on a Carl Kanai shirt. How much money can I get for that?
Man, look, hey, Carl Kanai trying to make a comeback,
You
shit.
never know. Carl can not come back and then
Can I pay somebody
they
to
let
take
that
that
But-
motherfucker off of me?
But either which way, it
Y'all
go,
laughing. These young people that's trying to buy that classic shit, they pay a lot of money for that.
nah, nigga, it got to be shoes. It got to be shoes.
That
But-
nigga ain't doing nothing
The Shocker
no more.
wasn't even doing shit
But
back
my
then.
only thing is this: when it comes down to it, man, when it comes down to these music motherfuckers, like I'm not a Jay-Z fan. Everybody know that. I can give a fuck less if he get taken out of the billionaire spot. I can care less. But the whole thing, when it comes down to it, us black folks jump on that shit, and we ride that motherfucking wave. We ride that motherfucking wave to see these motherfuckers come down.
Why do we do that
Ignorance.
though? No.
In my eyes.
A guy by the name of Willie Lynch put together a letter for all of the slave owners.
Willie Lynch.
And the Willie Lynch letter is still happening right now
Type shit.
to this day.
What's,
That's why
what's,
we
Hell yeah, we gotta cut
what's
this.
funny, a black man probably wrote that for him too.
would you say wrote it for him?
They didn't never do none of their own work.
Hell no. A black man wrote that for him.
They
Hey,
say they say the black lady wrote all the Shakespeare shit.
Look, yeah, that's back when we could write shit. Remember, we weren't supposed to be known how to write back then. So I
Write or read.
Yeah.
That's how they used to get the stuff that was written. They say, "Go on and give it to me, boy. You can't get caught writing." Niggas
Type
writing
shit.
books and everything else.
Thing. So pretty much in a nutshell, man, I'm gonna ask y'all the last two, yep, man, the property, give us y'all thoughts and opinions on what we talking about right now, but we coming to the conclusion of the show. It's time to wrap it up. Then I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinion on the show. It ain't gonna be an asshole opinion. It might be an asshole opinion. I don't know. I'm gonna see how we gonna do it. But proper, you been dying to come and say some things on the show, man. Here's your time. Go ahead.
Appreciate it. And I'm gonna make it I'm just gonna speak from the heart. Number one, I love you much. Thank you for the opportunity. I always want to join in whenever I get the time. But ultimately, my heart, I have an open heart. You know what I mean? I like unity. I know it's easier said than done, but I feel like number one, Whip, you've been through every bit of the streets in Milwaukee. Period. And my vision is just to, you know, make Milwaukee like firm because every Milwaukee is on the map. They're just always coming out here. I just want black folks just to be strong again. You know what I'm saying? And to be empowered to where motherfuckers to think twice about, manipulating a black person or, what I'm saying, try to do a black person bad. But I know it takes time. And number one, I don't know how we can do it, just hypothetically speaking, but just for our youth to make them understand that intelligence is actually fun. It's not boring. It can make you empower. It can empower you, and it can make you, confident. Can't nobody fuck with you if you know how to speak. So, I mean, I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Damn near all '90s music was about young girls. Key Sweat. I know you're young, but you're ready. Hey, that's true. That's a true statement right there. That's a true statement right there. Nobody ever thought about that. But see, Keith Sweat wasn't that far up that damn totem pole. He was good, but he wasn't as great as R. Kelly was. He wasn't as great as R. Kelly was, but Keith Sweat was one of the first ones to tell you, I know you're young, but you're ready. I can't sing that shit right now, but y'all get what I'm saying. So that's what was just I don't know if y'all I'm curious. Can y'all see the messages that people are putting up, the comments and stuff? I see it on there, but I can't see it on my computer, so I don't know. I can't see it said on mine it says new comments will be displayed here, but it ain't showing them. So I don't know. It could be my whole shit because I ain't even seeing them normally. I see them over here and I can read them. I can't see them over here. But back then you did have a lot of them sitting back stating, that they like young women and shit. Yep, man. What you got?
Well, shoot. When it come down to work, money, history, all the stuff we talked about today, you got to start finding you some friends that have these kind of knowledge and different things that you're trying to move into. Some some people that you could talk about diversifying your portfolio and property ownership and those problems with owning these properties so that you can keep your property up and not make the mistakes that they made. And anytime you're moving into a new phase, get you some people in your life that understand where you're trying to get to.
I,
Amen.
I, I agree with that. I agree with that. Two stroke.
Hey, Dave.
What's going on with you, brother?
Nothing much, just joining in.
I see you tuned in right at the end of the show. I was just laughing because I just told Trey I was talking to you earlier today, man. I just told Trey that. I was like, man, I was just talking to your brother, man. He was like, who? I said, one of your old brothers. Think about it. had him thinking for a second. And yeah, he was on here. Trey's usually always on here with us. I don't know how much you caught. I don't know if you was watching the show and seeing what we was talking about. But we've been talking about a lot of different things. First and foremost, I'll start there. Uh, so dang, we started off with work being modern day slavery. We started off with that. Uh, After that, we kind of went into the way these kids are acting and how they acting and stuff to that nature. Right about now, I'm trying to put everything out there just to give you an idea.
Domestic violence.
We talked about domestic violence. Uh, I say how these kids nowadays is sissified because we grew up in the era of our parents had us outside playing a whole 9 yards. We talked about this bullshit ass government we got going on right now and the president and that. So Jay, what else, man? You the producer.
So now we're on Black
Pedophile.
Unity.
Black Unity.
Now we're
Yep.
on Black Unity. We're on the fact that, it don't take much for a black man to tear another black man down when they hear, what I'm saying?
That another black man is going through it, and it started with the pedophilia of different artists like R. Kelly, Jay Z, P Diddy messing with younger people. But we said how far back that really goes from like Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and all them messing with young kids back then. So I mean, we're just hearing some of that. Go ahead and give us some of your thoughts and opinion on some of that stuff because we in the process of wrapping the show up. But just give us some what your thought and your wisdom is. I see them grays sitting up there, man. So you got some wisdom.
Well, I got you, so I didn't really hear what was said. Y'all don't sound like you got a lot of time. I can pretty much touch bases on anything, so just give me a topic and I'll go from there.
Well, just from what we threw out there, what's your thoughts and opinion on any of that?
Well, I can talk for hours on any of them subjects. Uh, which one is the most pressing at the moment?
Black unification.
Okay. Well, first of all, the black men. Oh,
You might need to get a little closer to your mic. It's choppy, just a little bit.
okay. Black man as a whole is torn down all the way around, from inside and outside of his home. So then at that rate, he have a hard time struggling with himself. And most of us have gotten away from the whole idea of reading and uh, trying to educate ourselves past what they gave us at school. So what we wind up doing is we just feed in and feed off of whatever is fed to us rather than feeding ourselves and creating our own menu. You understand what I mean by that? We don't pick subjects to study to better ourselves. We don't have to go to college. It's enough information on the internet and in books to make any man rich. I don't care what color he is. But if you don't apply yourself, then you have already denied yourself. It don't make no difference what people do to you or what society do to you. It's what you do to yourself that turns you down the most. Because you don't, nobody can read anything, nobody can have information. When kids read, when we were kids, they called them nerds, made fun of them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Somebody said something about diversifying portfolios, things like that. The only way that you can do that is by either finding people that have the knowledge and listening to them, rather than just saying, "Oh, that ain't nothing but a bunch of bullshit." Because if you haven't done the research or read anything or found any information, you don't know whether to deny or to accept it. As far as diversifying the portfolio, black people can get past drugs and these penny jobs that they are passing out to us because they're never going to qualify you for anything. You have to qualify yourself. Uh, and the more educated you are and confident in the education, that's just having knowledge, then the more respect you can demand and the more respect you can get. If you go on the job and all you're doing is just going there for the money, then you're making an ass out of yourself and you're helping them to make you a slave because you can't ride above where they have because you ain't trying to do nothing to get above where you are. And complaining ain't gonna get none of us anywhere.
Stay close to that microphone because what you saying is some stuff people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? But you choppy on some of it. And what you
Next
just
time
said
I
right
tune
there,
in, I'll try to get a better microphone.
right there, you
I
sound
got a
good.
poor ass phone.
Right now, you sound good. We can hear you clear.
Okay. So
One thing
like
I can
as
say,
far
Whip,
as your whoever that is with the portfolio,
in
investments can
response,
be a whole lot of things. But the greatest investment that you can ever have is not property, is not Bitcoin, is not gold, is not stocks and bonds. It's educating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Educating yourself, even if you just start out with the things that you do. On every job I ever went on, I can go to a job and get 30, 40, $50 an hour with no problem. But I went to a job making myself the problem solver. I learned how to solve problems. And that's how you get paid by the problems you can solve. That's why a janitor don't make the money a lawyer make. Because the janitor ain't got to do nothing but bend over and pick up the trash and go away. He don't have to think about that. But a lawyer got to figure out a way to get you out of that situation. A doctor got to figure out how to connect the nerves in your brain because you done got smashed up and fell off the motorcycle or whatever. If you don't
Why you had to throw
educate
that one in there?
yourself, if you don't educate yourself about your own children, then your house is going to be in disarray. If you go to church and don't read your own Bible, then that's just pure stupidity. You're creating a slavery situation where you just get used. Somebody said something about uh, these jobs and being slaves. If any of you read the Bible or don't read the Bible, do yourself a favor and read it. Because the Bible got all of the answers. I don't care what none of y'all say. Whoever it is can argue with that all you want to. But the Bible is the one book that got all the answers. I can promise you that. First thing, as far as I know I'm all over the place, but y'all gave me a wide range of topics. In
Mm-hmm.
the Bible, It tells you to work how many days?
Six
Somebody.
days.
How
Do you
many?
think that's clarity or do you think that's empowerment? Reading
Why
the
don't you
Bible.
listen first and then listen to what's being said? It says work 6 days and
Rest
rest
on the
one.
seventh.
That
Yep.
give your body a chance to recuperate. That just make common sense, right?
Yep.
It
Correct.
also says to work 6 years and rest one. You ever read that?
Yep.
Correct.
It said that if you're a farmer, work your fields 6 years and let the fields rest the
Now,
seventh year. Now,
question.
if
What's the
you're a
significance
farmer
of
and you got
resting
fields,
after
who is your boss?
but my question is what's the significance after resting? So you do all
Okay,
that work and then you rest
resting. Okay,
so you can rest your
here the whole
body?
process. Here the whole process. When you while you're working these 6 years, the plan goes like this. It's in the Bible. I can show it to you. You save 20% of all of your earnings for the 6 years, and now you got 120% of what you normally would make a year. That's how you can take a whole year off rather than getting suckered into the 2 week vacation. Now you see where I'm going with that?
Right.
If you save 20 years, if you save 20% of all that you make, all you gotta do is stop buying tennis shoes and some of the food things that we buy. Everybody ain't got it like that, but just follow what I'm saying. If you save 20% of what you make every year, if you only made $10,000 a year, that means you would have $2,000 saved up every year. And in the 6th year, you would have 120%. That means that you could pay all your bills in the 7th year and not do nothing. Instead of getting suckered into the 2 week vacation, they think they gave you uh, a, a great option. But if you took better care of yourself, grew your own food, raised your own food, took care of your own family, and didn't rely on the government for all this stuff, you wouldn't need food stuff if you grew your own food in the backyard. One city lot, one city lot in Milwaukee will produce enough food to put 50 grand in your pocket. So then you go home and complain about the $30,000 job, and they won't be, they talking about cutting off food stamps. You wouldn't give a damn if you had $50,000. Now if you had 2 lots, that's $100,000, and 3 lots and 4 lots. You follow what I'm saying? Vegetables and food is high. So
Yeah.
then why don't get on the easy end and grow them? All you need is a vacant lot, and 2 or 3 people can get together and increase their income with very little effort.
True. Yeah, my guy Andre Lee Ellis, he
But
had
but we looking at all of this,
like a
technical
garden right
stuff
on
is all right.
the eight
But
of
what
ninth
happens
and
is
ring.
we get so lost with the
He does that.
technical stuff, we forget the basics,
True.
and then everybody loses. When we were kids growing up, well, I'm 68. I'll be 68 in March. When I was growing up, people in the country had land. They sold it to go to the big city, to the big life. They stopped producing their own food. And then what happened in my lifetime, cancer is robbing us of all of our great people in our families, our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our daddies, our uncles. But when people was raising their own food, it was unheard of because you didn't have all these chemicals in your food. But
True.
at the very least, you can start helping yourself by just putting a small garden in the backyard. Mr. Trump, we can call him this for a second, is going to make some people go back to doing that
Right. That's it. Whatever he
because it's going to be so bad, you ain't going to be able to make it. But why wait till it get bad to start putting seeds in the ground? Everybody talk about when shit hit the fan, they gonna have a bunch of bullets and they gonna have a bunch of money saved up and they gonna have a bunch of guns. Well, what a goddamn seeds at to feed your kids?
True.
How you gonna eat? If they bomb the damn city right now and bomb the grocery stores, everybody gonna what are they gonna do? They gonna go and loot all the grocery stores. 2 or 3 days later, they gonna go back looking for groceries and ain't shit in the store. You took it all 2 days ago. But if you had food in the backyard, when they had this fucking pandemic a few years ago, me and my family was sitting at home. I had a big ass garden in the yard. We had toilet paper to last 6 months, soap and deodorant and all that shit. And the people they were letting 10 in the store at a time. We didn't even have to go to the damn store. We was just sitting there laughing because, like, see? And I kept saying, you know what? You need to start stocking up on this shit. You need to start stocking up on this shit. And wasn't nobody listening.
I,
And now, even hearing this message, what you gonna do when spring comes? What are you gonna plant?
True.
I just bought an acre of land. I can put, I can take 2 lots, and I can make a living better than 2 people is making on a job. And I go out there and dig my ass off for a week and wait a month for something to start coming up. Then wait another month, start pulling up a few weeds. And in 8 or 10 weeks, I'm at the farmer's market making 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 800 $1,000 a week. And you sitting up there talking about, man, ain't no money out here. Why it ain't no money out here? We have to stop reverting to selling drugs, and then we hurting ourselves and our brothers at the same time. We destroying our native neighborhoods and talking about we want unification. But we helping to destroy the few men that we got by selling them drugs and not teaching ourselves and them some other alternatives about how we can make money.
True.
Even something as simple as fixing things. A handyman don't look like much of a guy anymore. But I tell you what, I do home improvement. You can easily make $500,000 a week.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Almost anything you need done costs $400 or $500. You can't hardly find nobody to fix your car no more because they fixing cars so that you can't uh, even fix them. But the old cars that they raised the price of junk on so that you'll get them out of your backyard was the easiest to fix. And them the first thing we got rid of. But those cars will run off of water.
mm,
Mm.
I told somebody
Vaporized
that.
gasoline is easy to make. If anybody know anything about history, they had a thing called a Sherman tank in World War II. Some of y'all might have seen it before. That
Yeah.
big old heavy tank that they ran in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? It had a four-cylinder air-cooled engine, just like it had a four-cylinder air-cooled Mercedes engine that ran just like a motorcycle. Didn't have a radiator in it. It ran off of vaporized gasoline. And I dare either any one of y'all that's listening to this here, go on your phone right now and type in 200, the number, and put in MPG, which is mile per gallon, and see what the first thing pop up. Somebody get that for me.
You
And the
said
first
what
thing
the
gonna pop up is carburetor. They had that back in World War II. Well, where is that carburetor now? So
Yep.
what you don't
Carburetor.
know can hurt you.
Carburetor and motorcycle.
Huh? No, 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 no. The Sherman tank got 200 miles to the gallon.
No,
Somebody
I
mind
said when
get
you
it.
say look it up, the first two things that come up is carburetor and motorcycle.
Right. But carburetor, think about it. 200 mile per gallon carburetor. That's something you ain't never heard of. But you can design something like that and put it on your car. I had a Class C motorhome that I wasn't even through with, and I had to get 28 miles to the gallon. A
Mm-hmm.
motorhome. This is simple stuff. Hydrogen. They making hydrogen cars now. Everybody think it's such a wonderful thing. I learned how to produce hydrogen in the fourth grade. It's just something that you read. But if you learn how to do it, you can make a hydrogen generator and put it under your car. I don't care what year it is, and increase your gas mileage on your car at least by double.
Yeah,
Man, look.
there was a guy in Buffalo who got killed for giving this same information.
Man, hey, check it out. So with that being said, yep, man, you was just finna say something. Yep, man, what was you finna say, bro?
Me or somebody else?
I was finna say something like when he was saying about the food and stuff. I was with some people the other day and we was talking about what was gonna happen if war break out and all that. And they was talking about. I said I'm finna go get me some seeds because
Okay, there you
they'll
go.
give you their guns for some food.
Well,
Okay,
see,
look,
hold on. I gotta
one
say this.
tomato will grow 200 up to 200 pounds of tomatoes on one plant, but it's 50 plants in every slice of tomatoes.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is take the tomato slice, put it on a piece of paper towel and wait 3 or 4 days in the seeds come up, just put sprinkle a little dirt on top of it. I can teach classes on all this stuff all day long.
We see, goddamn.
That's real
Thank
shit.
you though.
Hey,
Thank you.
but you know what? That's the reason why. That's the reason why I just gave you my ending segment of the show and let you go ahead and give everybody what would be considered $1 million worth of game. It's actually over $1 million worth of game once you really take and put everything that he gave y'all. He gave y'all so many jewels and gems and stuff like it's ridiculous. But half y'all ain't gonna listen, half y'all ain't gonna pay attention. I hate to say it that way, but for the ones that are listening and pay attention, man, he just gave y'all the
Listen,
game of what
YouTube
it is.
YouTube has got a million videos on how to grow small gardens. You can grow even if you don't have a yard and all you got is a balcony on your second floor porch. You know those shoe racks, what you get at the Dollar Tree for $1? That you stick your shoes in, you hang on the back of the door.
Hmm.
You can fill them up with potting soil and put greens and carrots and all kind of vegetables in there, hanging right over the railing. You ain't even got to have a yard.
Type shit.
And
Type
if you
shit.
got a fence going around your property, you can plant shit all along on the fence and never dig a shovel in the damn ground. You eating is easy.
Type shit. Hey, two stroke.
There are vegetables that only take 3 to 6 weeks before you can start eating, like turnip and mustard greens and carrots and kale and shit like that and
Hey, two
radishes.
stroke.
You
What you
eating
got?
now?
What you got going on next Thursday?
You just have to call me because I don't keep up with no days and things.
All right. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna send you the link. Cause we on here every Thursday at 7. We're a little bit over our time right now from where we supposed to be.
Okay. We show
But
you how to get property, how to buy property, even if you ain't got no money hardly.
and you know what? That's why I'm gonna ask you to come back to the show to help get that game up for folks that don't understand and don't know how to. And you know that's why I gave you my ending segment because you was gonna give up more information than what I was gonna do. You know, so I definitely appreciate you chiming in for us tonight. You know,
That'll call me and
I wish
remind
you
me
came
because
in a little
I
earlier when I
try to
sent
do
you
that.
the link. I wish you would have came in a little earlier when I sent you the link.
Yeah, we started at
Well,
7:30.
he got my phone number. Just call me if I don't answer. Give me a text message, and I'll try to get back to you. And I can answer just about any question about anything.
That's for sure. So with that being said, y'all, we finna get ready to log off. I appreciate everybody for coming out. Yep, man. As always, I'm looking forward to seeing you next Thursday. Two stroke. Matter of fact, I want you to come on next Thursday because you're an old school biker. We actually talking biker stuff next Thursday. So for all those that's watching, we will be talking about the biker community and answering questions that you might have just in case if you are thinking about joining a motorcycle club or trying to be a part of the biker community as a whole. With that
Or
being
if you
said,
want to get rich.
or if you want to get rich, because Two Stroke gonna give you the game. You know what I'm saying? Two Stroke definitely gonna give you the game. But with that being said, I'm your boy Mr. Cool Whip with my producer Jay
Jay
Money
Money and the one and only OZ.
and the
You
one and
already
only
left.
OZ. He you know he checks out by a certain time, but
Yeah.
he come and do his thing, and then we got my sister sitting over here to the side,
Really,
the
really.
evangelist of the hole in the wall, Sister Rita. With that being
You know we
said,
love you.
remember to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Subscribe and give us likes. What? Subscribe on YouTube. Give us likes on Facebook, IG, TikTok, all that good stuff. And we'll catch y'all next Thursday at 7:30.
Love.
Love.